chokehold as that bottom wave needs to be dealt with at all times, and Navi instantly rushing this down. The beauty of having a Freya on your side. Quick work of the Lord.
Quick with a Freya, a Claude, a Yves as well. It's just boom, insta gone, insta delete. The only one that can do it faster, maybe a Lunox and carry combo, right?
Those are good.
8,000
Yo.
gold. Navi knocking on the base turrets of Vitality earlier. Now they're charging at it. They're bringing in their catapults.
What the heck happened?
Their
I'm
siege
late to the
equipment.
party.
And we get to see the replay again. What went wrong here?
A lot of it just comes down to the formation just breaking in half, right? They had to decide whether to be on the left side or on the right side of the purple buff pit. And as soon as they got broken in half, that's where
Okay, NAVI PH. Let's see the draft first. Akai still, damn. Interesting.
That they can't deal with. Number one is Mirai. If they commit any ultimates to Mirai, it's not gonna work.
Alice Jungle. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh, I can figure out like why they're winning right now, for sure. Alice Jungle is actually pretty genius now that I look at it. They already have an abundance amount of damage, and if they want to play front to back, it's easy. If they want to dive, it's super easy as well. Oh my god. Great combo. Fival. Winter. Beautiful. But he's still dead. Well, like, she's still dead. my bad. The default is always he instead of she. Oh my god, the damage shell! God damn.
Gets her down, and it's a killing spree terrain. Revitalize is already through, and Vival trying their best, but the base is under attack.
GG's.
They stick onto the crystal. They
Damn.
lock it down, and they
I want to see what happened actually in the early game and the draft order as well.
Okay, lesson learned. Lesson
Wait a second, where is the draft? Here's the opening.
Not to mention the access to the Freya. That's something that.
And then looking at NAVI betting
Okay.
Now let's talk about NAVI here.
So the banning phase is, what is this hero? Is this Baksha? This is Baksha, right? I think so. Huh. So both teams, like as I expected, a lot of people have been saying that utility meta is gone. I still think it's still viable, but I don't know about this prior though. Akai at this point is a one-trick objective merchant. Akai does nothing aside from that. Like even in team fights, his ultimate is not really that great either, unless the enemy has some kind of set that they can utilize. So Akai can disrupt that. Other than that, like the damage is just lackluster, man. You just farm super slow. That's why this is like a disgusting combo. Like this is really good. You get a marksman that's super mobile. You can really get locked down. You know. E front to back, outrange a lot of the heroes, and this Alice, I want to see the moment it got flexed to the jungle. Oh, look at this, the carry band too. Look at that. Even when they have the Eve. Keto ban. Still Phobius ban.
Like it's Alice Jungle, and that's why they set up for the carry ban for now. Bruno on their side and the Belleric, they know.
Ooh, Bruno. I mean, there's not much choice here, I guess. But still, it's not the best option either against this kind of heroes. You get that super easily, especially the glue. Yes, you get the stacks from the worldy, but that's really not much. And the Alice Jungle is pretty much unkillable. Look at this. This is such a curveball, man. I think Eterna mentioned about the Alice being in the jungle. Maybe like it got picked a couple of times.
It looks like VTR by Vitality have a Bruno on their side and the Belleric. They know that there's bully of their own in the Bruno. But that last pick, Freya, might just change things.
Okay, very quickly, looks like Team Vitality, they want to win the lanes as well as trying to win the team fight. A lot of crowd control, a lot of burst damage. For NAVI, they're going to play with a team, but now Ayami is going to have a solo mission to try to want to be champion.
Yeah, this is really good. Like, in normal kind of scenario, this draft has enough damage. You get the Lilia, you get the Bruno, especially if you get the snowball early game with the with these two owning the early game, you get enough damage. But unfortunately, look at this composition, bro. Glue and freaking Alice Jungle, like there's no way you're killing this. And one of the problems with Alice Jungle is you farm super slow, but now on the other side, you have Akai, which is getting nerfed to the ground in terms of the farming potential. So now you get equal grounds in farming potential. And in terms of scaling, like this is just pretty much gonna own this. Oh my god, I like the draft here. I like to draft from Navi PH. I am usually a hater of Alice Jungle just because how it's kind of an elitist mentality, you know. Like I see Alice Jungle, oh, this is such an easy hero. Like it's kind of a cheesy one as well, but this really works in this kind of scenario. You don't really have to do anything; just tank it up and throw the throw in at the perfect time. You don't even need the flicker because there's not much dashes as well, or at least like dash out of team fights from Vitality. So I like this. I want to see the early game. What's up, KK? I'm late to the party. I'm late watching this, so I'm gonna catch up with the what happened in the early game. I believe the connection problem will not be available here.
We have Vitality facing off NAVI, and of course, let the game
Is that the crowd? Interesting.
Between the champions, at least 3 of them from the same roster of 2024 and the defending champions of 2025.
These guys know nothing about MLBB, but they're still here supporting Vitality.
Extremely loud crowd here. I can't even hear you. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know Mirko got a clip about Carl TZ? Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. It happens. I think Carl TZ is one of those guys that has kind of a dry humor sense. So when he's joking, people thought that he's serious. But I don't really know like the whole clip about Carl TZ, and I don't really have enough Tagalog knowledge to be able to decipher if Carl TZ is being serious or is he just joking. Oh, look at this. I like this from... what's the name? Rain. So Demon Shoes on Eve is not really that popular anymore, but in this kind of scenario, you know, when you have minimal dive that you can flicker out of, and this is not a catch. Vivian is rocking a Revitalize. So you can spam however you want with this Demon Shoes. I like that. I like that. His viewers are stalking, bro. I mean, yeah, that's just how Mirko likes it, man. That's just how Mirko likes it. He does not care about the haters. He cares about the viewers and the numbers.
She didn't win the trade necessarily, but she was able to get the wave in a very, very good spot for her to continue to bully Rian on.
So the fact that the game went on until like minute 18 kind of makes me, you know, assume that the early game was Vitality's. I mean, it should make sense, though.
Instantly for Rian to deal with Chell, and I'll certainly give her a lot more to play with in this lane.
Yeah, if you're up against a Bruno, you know, Warrior Boots is a non-negotiable. You have to build it. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucked in lane. See, like Gideon knows, like this glue is unsolvable. This Alice is pretty much unsolvable. You can get all the objectives that you want, and as long as Navi PH clears the lane when the inhibitors are still intact, then you just outskill everyone. And this is just beautiful coming from Navi. Vival forces it. Oh, you hate to see that. And that's probably the only avenue that you win out on. Fumioko. Look at that. 4-man Vengeance does not matter, bro. Does not matter. You don't have enough damage against this kind of composition, bro. So apparently, early game is definitely Navi so far. I'm pretty sure Vival spamming Kai is pure confidence that whatever they pick, they'll win. No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. They've had... I think they lost 2 matches at this point, Vitality, in their international matches. In C games, and also I forgot. I'm not really keeping up with the history of the women's scene. I can tell you that. W Sheffin, what's up, Marvs? What's up? How you doing? I was late watching it, so I'm keeping I'm you know, replaying it back just to see what happens. But yeah, going by the draft, like this is definitely Navi's, and I would say not even close, unless Vitality snowballs early game, which does not happen so far.
Let's keep in mind the standards are there for a reason. Now we see that
in this MWI they haven't. Yeah, I know, but like this is a problem that will be more of an occurrence from now on, I think, for Vitality. They've been the best for too long, and the Filipinos are catching up, as usual, as per usual.
There you go. Just both teams going back at it. Chell.
Inevitable, man. Inevitable.
Wow, starting to really
Like when I
dominate
see,
the face against
you know,
it's
I know
looking
that Vitality in women's scene are super strong ever since, I don't know, God knows how many years from now. But when I see them compete in MDL, I just realized this team is not, like in the grand scheme of things, like this team is not really that great. You know, in women's scene they are really damn good, and they're still probably gonna be favored even after losing game number 1. We'll see though. This is outdraft, I think, from Navi PH. The only time they lost is when they were literally just laughing in comms and not even taking it serious. I don't really know anything about that, so I'm not gonna speak about that. Ayanami? Damn, still holding on the Purify, even burning that one. Look at that.
Despite the Wrath of the Dryad already used up the Solar Ruin, got her into safety. Kumi Echo able to escape. Slams him in the pass as she goes to the mount on Vivo, and now Vivian is caught in the midst of it all with the Revitalize.
Oh, they're trying to hold it down. They could look to wait for the final.
Dude, look at this. Look at how easy it is. Kalshi is not even dying now. Fumi Echo did everything right. Look at the third jungles. They have HP bars for days. Oh my god. Yeah, this is disgusting. This was an outdraft? Yeah, I agree. This Alice jungle is so good. Incredibly good. Kelsey's stretch is so clean too. Yeah, I think so. Especially with the fact that this is a Kai Vivo we're talking about. This is amazing from Navi PH. I wonder why the game went on until minute 17. So I'm gonna expect a bit of a choke from Navi PH in like minute 13, 12 maybe, just maybe. Because there's no way when you're already dominating like this with like 2k gold lead with a composition that scales better, like, you know, losing in the mid game is not really a scenario that usually happens.
This glue is going to be frustrating, and they have no dedicated way to kind of melt down the frontline tanks. If they engage, it has to be an all-in type situation, if not a bait for some.
They just keep waiting for objectives? Ah, interesting. Oh, okay. I can see that. I can see that. See, I'm too used to MPLID, man. When I see like 17 minutes, I expect. Oh, yeah, so maybe they're just choking. No, you can take it super slow with this kind of composition too. So they play it the blacklist way. Oh, by the way, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I didn't know what's gonna happen. Oh man, but it's alright. It's alright. Keeping it clean, yeah. I'm too used to the brawly style of MPLID, so 17 minutes is always, there's gotta be some kind of chokes in the late game for them to prolong it to 17 minutes. Oh, sorry. No, it doesn't. You know, I don't really mind. I don't really mind. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not that big of a deal. But you know, I know that Navi will win it, but I didn't know how they won it. That's it. So nothing to worry about. Oh, look at that. So good. The isolation towards Vivian and Vivo too. And at this point, the pokes are just, it's not even poke anymore when you're using Eve and also the Claude against the Akai. Oh my god. 5-0-0 for the goddamn Freya. There's no way you're solving this problem. Especially when not Ayanami is rocking a Purify.
I just want to see what's going on in your jungle, sir.
Look at that crowd.
Walk in the jungle, blink in, and take everything away from Vitality.
Vitality just held a little bit longer. There's no choke, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's
On top of the turtles. Oh no. Shell's just tickling Keishi, especially when he gets into these minion wave. Throwing a ruin used, trying to bait them into
Vivian is on a revitalize. Goddamn it, revitalize, so they want to chase. Doesn't matter. Medai with the zone. There's no way you're getting away from that. Ayanami still holding on the Purify after getting pinned. That, oh my lord. That is so disciplined. Holy moly. Wait, how the hell Fumiko gets the Claude? Okay, Rian. Oh, he flanked. Or she flanked. I'm sorry.
Cine able to survive, now very low. Gonna get caught in the Void Blast as Fumieko looks to go with the vengeance. Is able to go for the resets right now.
Look at the turret juggles. No one died. Only the goddamn roamer. Oh my god. This is so good.
Don't get too close here, and especially with so many people in front. Belleric is
Okay, no ultimate from the Freya, so they can be aggressive there.
And finally, Na'Vi get to walk away.
Vitality crowd versus Shay in there? What do you mean versus Shay? Is this a reference that I don't know?
It's because of the 2,000 almost gold lead between the XP.
That first triple kill blew it open for Navi. I agree. When you have a snowballing Freya, it's super hard to come back. One moment versus a whole army. Oh, Shay is a content creator from Philippines, I assume, or like a KOL. Oh, it's the woman that wears white dress. Hey, brother, they're just there for vitality, which I can respect.
Unless the French are just built different.
Vitality full no matter where, but I love 5k lead. We can make it work.
Taken out completely. It's all about the dive. Not through the set. Coming down now is Vivian's
The dive, put a throw in, super aggressive. Like, what the hell does Anakai do in this kind of case, man? Like, there's no way you're winning this one. It's unless Navi makes a really big mistake, then there's no way. Fumi? Aww, you hate to see that.
Fumi just needed to wait half a second there. But honestly, but they still have yet to break the mid-tier 1.
They're too tanky. Mirai is just tanking these turrets like it's nothing. Vitality were able to keep their base
801 for the Freya.
That was only just the first Lord, and they dealt that much damage. Navi in game 1.
Through that armor just yet. The endless battle already complete on top of
The build, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy.
I don't know how they're going to deal with it. Even for Vival, who's trying to pin down on Ayanami, is
Yeah, they have to play with the inhibitor turrets unless they're completely fucked.
Not Ayanami has picked up an endless battle as well.
Ain't no way Vitality is winning this one. Okay, let's fast forward for a second. This is just a downtime for the Lord. Okay, I assume it's just gonna be zone. There's no way FIFA is. Oh no, she's forcing it. She wants to go for the glue. I guess that it works. Yeah, that's probably the best case scenario. Actually, a decent play for Vival. But as you know, as good as it is, it's still a big fat W for Navi. Oh, Fumi, you have to use the flicker. Oh, that's super late, man. I think she's also hesitating because the flicker won't really do anything at that point. She knows that she's overextending already.
Setting up perfectly for the rest of the damage dealers of Navi.
And the worst part is that now that Fumiko is gone, it's only just the Wrath of the Dry Seas.
Is the draft starting yet?
Boxes being ticked. Outer turrets will be
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's go for the draft.
Are they the ones
Here, because I'm really on making sure Vival gets a good matchup.
Which is why I think if that's the case, they need to set it up for her, right? They need to go into the bans for her. But it doesn't have to be on the bans. They want to start
No, in the jungle.
And the fact of the matter is,
Wait,
KG
chat, like,
hasn't done so
is
well
Alice Jungle a thing in
on
MWI? I haven't been keeping up with the meta.
So I feel like this is a
Or was that the
interesting,
first
look
Alice
forward
Jungle
to it.
match
I wanna
that
know
we've
if it
seen?
works.
Yeah, honestly, with the Kimi as
Fumi
well,
Echo has said it a lot of times to this game. I mean, for a good reason, though. I think you can already feel it out in the early game that you're playing with a bad draft. So once you don't really have that early game, then you start to hesitate a lot.
There's basically no physical outside of the Barat Stomp, so I don't know if they want to go.
Only Kelshi that mostly uses it. Interesting. Okay.
Defense items is kind of enough to shut your composition down.
They're definitely putting them in the spot. Now, Navi, if they want to nail them down by just a bit, I would expect maybe the Lily
Too much magic
down
damage so far, I think, from
alongside
Navi
Lily. They
PH.
want to have more
But
control
if they
in
have the
mid
early
lane.
game, then it doesn't really matter.
Angle that I would expect.
Maybe some kind of like jungle assassin.
For Keishi.
But against this kind of composition, like, do you even want to go for assassin jungle?
Is there a room for like an Aulus or even like an?
Oh yeah,
Executor
Aulus.
or-
I've seen some clips about Aulus.
Tried it yet.
Kiowa uses it.
Who knows?
I
Maybe
mean,
they've
hey.
scrimmed with it.
I mean,
Is
I
Esmeralda
feel
super
like
prio?
a safe Suyo, no, Suyo's
I think
not
I mentioned it in
super
one of my streams when we break down the patch. Esmeralda will be really good
okay-ish.
against the Paquito, but I didn't expect her to be
What is
banner
going
pick
on, especially
prio.
because Navi has put so much egg in the magic basket here. So I feel like it's better just to pick up your mid.
I think Farsa is not that bad here for Vitality.
Feel a bit more confident picking
Now, unfortunately, NAVI PH, it seems like they want to set up for something like an assassin
So
if it's a
they're not
Farsa
allowed to
here.
pick that up here in this second
Oh, they
game.
still pick up Nolan, no?
They go early Nolan, so no surprise factor whatsoever for that jungle.
I think
matchup.
Aulus is actually not that bad here for NAVI PH. You get CC immune against the Balearic. You can sustain just a little bit, and now you have more variety of damage for NAVI PH. I don't mind the Aulus. I do not mind the Aulus. Hello, Sheffin. What's up? Forden Blue. What's good? What's good? Esmeralda is so freaking OP this match. I used her once, but I lost the game. But she's kind of cracked though. I think I had like 50% damage taken in a single game
I'm very iffy about it.
against a very shreddy kind of composition too. So I know that she's pretty OP. Oh my lord.
I did not expect a Hanzo pick
Oh my god.
here. I think the Hanzo sitting at a 0% win rate. We saw it picked
You know
up
what? I'm
once by
I'm not
Falcons.
fully opposed
I
against
don't
it.
know if
Now
you
the
know
Farsa
if
becomes
it's
even worse, no? You have the Gacha, you have the Hanzo. Who the hell is gonna take care of the damage dealers here? Again, like I don't think there's any good option here for Vitality. This is another outdraft by NAVI PH so far, I think. Vivol on Assassins were cooked. Is she that bad on Assassins? I'm not sure. I think you still want to go for the Farsa, man. That is so greedy, bro. That is so greedy. You cannot play late game with this comp, man. Dude. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is another NAVI PH win, I think. 2-0. I think 2-0. I'm not really sure about the Hanzo pick, but they need someone that doesn't really get punished by the, you know, the box that the Balearic setting. Also, at the same time, you have to compensate for the amount of magic damage that they have. So Hanzo kind of fits the bill here. I thought it's gonna be an Aulus. Adjust your cam, we can see Vitality. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay. I'm gonna move it one by one, alright? Professional streamer. Professional streamer. Are we good?
Vitality, they need to
Oh.
accelerate, they need to close the game off with a snowball. I don't see any other way, and LaFell broke it down real nicely. Their scaling isn't as good,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's all magic from Na'Vi.
I agree. I mean, they do have the Hanzo, right? So if they do make it to the late game, yes, scaling is on their side, but also they'll also
Whoosh.
have
Sorry.
much more to play with, not just pure Harry Potter. Is that what he called it? Harry Potter. Harry Potter draft. All right. Bargain Hunter on both mid
Oh,
and
man.
Rain and Rian. Again, even though they're scaling, they want to try to make it a bit quicker, you know, trying to get those very pricey items quick. But you
Wait,
gotta
Selena,
remember
yeah.
that
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think they should have gambled with a Farsa.
those
Despite,
stats that you would usually have.
you know, the disadvantages if you pick the Farsa. You have to somewhat take care of those two magic damage dealers, the Kimmy and also the Harith. Is that a dog? Look at this, man. Look at this. Tough boots for a goddamn Selena. Tough boots. So you know that she's not even sure that the Selena will work. She knows that she's gonna take a few damage. Oh man. What? Okay, interesting laning phase. Okay, but this is a flicker, no? Or purify? That is a bad calculation for Vivol. I don't get it. Like, that was through a gold shield. Like, she knows better. She's not gonna be able to burst her. Why are we still staying?
And yet nobody wants to truly fully commit.
Oh, that could have been really good. They already got the Purify out, but Rian's a bit too aware for that. Knows that this mid lane's been missing.
Nah, that's really bad, man. I don't like how that goes. This is Balearic before level 4, so Hanzo can play a bit more freely, but he's gotta be trying to find the stacks here. Fumi Echo hasn't secured level 4. Oh no. No way.
A AOG already. Vivian is able to
Nice. Wait, no. Bad.
So it's a turtle.
Bad.
Praying for a kill, and throws
I want
XP
Vitality to win. What am I talking about?
Echo with immobilization as well that forces the throne of Ruin.
It's already out now. Ooh, Zinni unfortunately does not connect with the Abyssal
Even
Arrow as
if
they
it
go back
connects,
to
the
neutral
Abyssal
states.
Arrow won't
Really
do shit.
surprised that out of everybody,
Gideon, I'm sorry to say this.
actually gets it.
Oh, what a
On the
cancel.
bottom side.
A cancel
Damage,
straight up on
then
the
you go
Blazing
back.
Duet.
Oh my lord.
Going to be a kill Cine, just a bit of poke onto Mirai, and we're back to
Yeah, it's cooked, man. It's cooked. I don't think Vitality is winning this one. I hate this draft.
Go straight, booking it into enemy purple buff. That's Grand Theft Purple, Leo.
Oh yeah, they've gotten it. They've gotten it successfully.
At least they got some stills here.
For it. As not to mention, they go back to where they need to be. And I
This is
love
all comfort for Vitality.
side of Vitality.
Seems like it.
They are making sure they are
I'm not really
wasting too much time.
familiar with their
They
players,
don't need to. They gotta be
unfortunately.
proactive, 'cause that's what their composition needs to do.
So now it's back to the slow game. Keishi just trying to read out Cine. Has a good read on her. But remember, damage. Oh my god, Cine gets an Abyssal Arrow on Rain.
Okay, at least you forced out the flicker. Okay.
It's also an aggressive flicker from
I was
Cine.
wondering, like, I don't think she can kill it,
Pretty
even
close.
with the
I think, you
stacks.
know, if that second half,
Or like the mark.
leap connected in a single auto attack, I think that should have been more than enough. But still, they still get it again. They've got the battle spells, and with that 100-second cooldown, they can look to maybe try and connect another arrow, ideally. But even for looking at the other people who actually needs that snowball, Vival in particular has yet to found that one kill to accelerate her in this game.
Not a fan of the scaling from Vitality too.
Takes it away, and yeah, if it's not just the arrow, right?
At least they're still winning in gold somehow.
Now it's that dash skill of yours. Once you use that jetpack, it's Vival's turn, and Fumieko to hold you down for a Wrath and a Dryad combo. You got major AoE skills here with a flicker.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on this for now, as both sides are looking to go. Flicker is about to come back up for Vival.
Good. So, that was a bit too early, no?
And even force
Hello?
the salmon for it.
How the
Straight
hell?
out right now as Keishi jumps
Excuse
in
me?
to Vival. That's going to be the AOG to follow it up, but Vival's going to be able to escape right now as Mirai is caught with no AOG and pops in Revitalize Vivian.
The first ever offensive AOG in existence.
Both the roamers just falling here.
I haven't seen that ever, man. It's been a while since I see offensive AOG.
This was an interesting sequence because both
Nice
sides had
one.
two separate ideas that you arrow
Don't
and
go,
then
don't go.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
you.
talking
Okay.
about, the flicker
I guess
as
you know
well,
better than
not
me.
even, like, close to... Wait a second. Bottom lane. Shell's gonna go for the Blazing West straight up onto Rihanna. Vival's waiting in the bush right now. Rihanna actually leading
Ooh.
Synchro-fishing.
He didn't want to go for that.
Awareness now,
Interesting.
Cine is able
Oh my god, the damage is
to
insane.
achieve from that
Dog.
but she has to get away now. The falling star
I know it's just Lena, but man.
got away earlier.
Oh my
Hold
goodness,
on.
when
This
are
is
we
a
gonna
kill,
go back to
man.
neutral states?
Nah, there's still dashes.
We'll never do
Two
that.
dash.
We'll never go back to neutral.
we're still in the scrimmage here. They are still.
Oh, no, they're
fighting
still-
each
okay.
other.
Whoa. Fumieko wants to stick on Keishi with no Pinnacle Ninja.
Okay, very bold, but now proxying the wave, knowing that Keishi is
my
there.
God.
Oh, even the retry as well. Damn.
I
They
mean,
can't.
Fumieko is just like, try me, fight me. Both of you at the same time if you have to, ideally.
You know what? I think I agree with LaFell, man. I think the Alice needs not just the skin, but needs like one of those MSC Farsa skins. Or sorry, was it Atlas? The Atlas skin that you need to roll for. It has to be exclusive.
It's gotta be exclusive. Or maybe something even further. But that's only assuming that they win this entire tournament. Let's see, 30 seconds from now, Turtle is going to spawn, and I'm expecting Vitality, now that they've already, may even consider trying to go towards bot side, but no. Purify is already up. Vivian still doesn't have...
Okay, glowing one already built.
just yet.
Let's look at the
22
gold.
seconds.
As expected.
Just jumped in with the Kona dash.
I guess.
Mirai spotted Vival in the bush. Maybe not. It's not even
Oh.
Rianne. Good
Didn't use the
reactions.
purify though. Oh,
Dashes
they wanna
out
go for
of no battle
God damn it, go for
just
get.
yet, and it's a fracture down for,
Why can't I speak
believe, 20
English?
seconds.
Holy
Full
shit.
calm and collected. They understand, hey, maybe the first initial attack, I can't really dodge it, but that all, I gotta make sure I'm not getting hit by all three of those points. Now, however, that mid lane, you can see immediately, quick punish on towards Cine, keep her out of here. But that's the thing, right? I would have expected Beleric to show up in the mid lane more, just to be able to say, you know what? Concussive blast it, clear that wave, we get first move.
And look at how slow both of them are playing. This is what happens when you have two assassins, right? It's all about that bait and switch, but Vitality, they have a Selena together with a Nolan, which means they can blitz this turtle. It's a Selena with a Season Hunter, and that means 3 neutral objectives to Vitality, but only 2 to Vivo. Wait, it's actually only 1? Because I believe Cine got the last one, and Fumi got the first.
Yep, and now Looking towards that bottom side, MWI, they see what's going on here. Rian, she's already defended herself, and I've got to give it to Navi. Their defense has been impeccable. They've done their due diligence to keep Vitality in check.
Yep.
Don't think they can burst Vivian.
Vivian just walks out of it. All right. Back
Just some
to
pokes, I guess.
Neutral game. Now it's so much slower. Both XPs have already gone for a cut.
Vival on Assassin's scary as fuck. Oh, so she's good on Assassins. All right. Again, I'm not really familiar with the women's scene.
But it's not gonna kill just yet. I don't think she has enough items to
And so far, this Lena is not
but it will force
that
her
bad.
to, which is kind of good. This would mean that, as you can see,
You know?
Vivian instantly already
I expected it to almost not work at all. But I guess it's still early game Selena.
They got that map pressure.
I don't know if you want to go for that one, Vival.
First passive strike, that's a second there.
Yeah, there's no way you're killing the Esmeralda, bro.
Ayanami is just going to be able to tank this up all day. No chance for them to burst her down. Maybe
My goats please force Vival on utility.
big roar
I mean, they banned the Ling, no? So they tried.
Just a little bit more. I mean, let's pull up the item list to really see whether or not it would have been the difference maker. Because if there is a lot of arm, oh, actually,
Right?
honestly, that would have been
Okay.
it. That could have been it. But overall,
Interesting. So Starlium sight for the Selena. All right.
Way harder to deal with.
That was crazy. Right there, an attempt.
I don't really buy that. Build that for Selena. Usually just go for Talisman, just for cooldown. For damage, is just Lightning Truncheon or
Look at this fight. It's an
the
explosive fight
freaking
where Ray
Lantern.
can thrive and get a few of those kills in. That's going to be big coming into the 10th minute of the game.
Well, talking about big, they're about to crack open mid-tier 1, which is
Okay,
so
good one.
good.
Nice
So
one, Vitality. Let's go.
Vival, not too worried about not Ayanami, who's they're waiting really just to be able to reposition. As the rest of the team looking bot side, they're trying to make this gang happen. And
How the
City-
hell is she there?
Already, City with the flicker out to the unbreakable of
Wait a second.
Mirai. Zaman Force already baited out, but it's for the
Oh,
flicker.
sorry.
Now it's Vitality waiting for Vival to get onto the purple buff first.
don't have a naturally pushing wave here, and I think Vitality recognizes this.
Ayanami cannot die here, man. As long as she builds Cauldron and Dominance Eyes, all she has to do is watch out for Chell. That's it.
Shoved in, though, and Vivian wants to take an
Just keep track on where the Cloud is. Because there's no way the Nolan is bursting you. There's no way the Selena is bursting you.
Sending Fumi Echo to cut under tier 2 up top.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful macro coming up from the side of Vitality. The only way you're going to get Navi to forcefully move is if you start taking some prime positions. Yeah, sure, take the Lord, but if we're shoving out mid, what are you going to do? You can't afford to get
This is an EXP off, man. Both the XPs. I guess Fumi Echo is more prone to get bursted, just because of the fact that they have more damage on Navi's side.
Just the macro control as Navi have to just group up. This is the nature of their composition. It's built to team fight, and it is not good at splitting up to deal with these split waves.
Oh, it's looking really difficult. As soon as
I wonder if the Hanzo can actually do the housekeeping on the long lane.
Tempting the Lord, and then it's that consistent back and forth. And I think even for Rain, right, there's just no more camps to actually maintain those stacks overall.
It's beautiful.
to get the maximum
I agree
range
with
from
Gideon
the
and Mikro.
attacks. So at this point, Vitality have all the advantages and really maintains control and tempo over
But the thing is, they don't really have
Stay up top, knows
they don't want to just burst down the Lord just yet here.
Goes for the cut again. This time
Navi
with the
PH.
matchup, though, so
Hold
Rian
on, Fival.
decides to walk up. It's gonna be very
Waiting
scary.
for a burst here. Waiting for someone to come up. Kelshi knows, I think.
Hold right here, trying to go
Is
for
it
that
Keishi
cut.
or Kelshi?
Not on the minions, though.
Keishi,
Going
no?
away, Rian. She's selling it. Might just fall into it. So in a room, gonna be used up, and now it's gonna be the fracture as well.
Ooh, beautiful.
Pops her there, City. Gonna fall as well. Is Keishi gonna be very low? Fumi Echo.
Fumi flicker. Kelshi, Keishi. Oh, beautiful. Let's go, Vitality. That's a kill towards the God Thought. Ayanami cannot get killed unless Chell is poking her down.
Go to the Lord where you belong, and Vitality is more than happy to oblige.
Impeccable macro.
Yeah, I agree.
Vitality. They play up top, they push it in, they bait out these resources slowly but surely, and they build upon those small...
They use the Selena really well as well, just as a
And I love the fact that you
as a
don't
scouter
get to see
with the
this
traps
very
as well.
often with some of the professional teams
Wow.
in the regular leagues. Vitality is so good at pushing and pulling, but also taking advantage of the space. You plant people when you
This
take
looks
the
like gonna be
space.
1-1-1 here.
Ridiculous how good they are able to execute this very difficult to execute composition.
Ooh.
Really lands.
gotta breathe, you gotta breathe.
Damn, it's man forced just to take the prop off.
NAVI is losing composure, but you can also tell that Vitality, they're not slowing down with a 6K lead.
Oh god, good taunt there. I don't think they're gonna lose on composure just yet. They have a very good
Vivian on the flicker, by the way, so gotta watch out. Only two now, not Ayanami. Hold on, Keishi. Oh my god, the damage! Holy moly, the Hanzo, bro. Oh my god. At least you get the inhibitor. That's already a big value. Still a big win for Vitality.
Pretty good from Vitality. They get
Yeah.
the inhibitor, they put both of them really, really low. They got a kill onto Rian, which is even more impressive. And not to mention, all they had to sacrifice it.
Yeah, so Trinity build for Hanzo, interesting. I've seen a couple of different builds for Hanzo, even as far as to build brute force second item.
But I didn't know it was by that much. I know Viva was ahead, but I didn't know it was by that much as well. It's a 2,000 gold lead for the jungle and gold, and that's why they were able to just pop Rian straight up on the Harith.
Low kill count on a Selena game. Kind of bizarre.
She's been playing a really strong game. I mean, so far, the fact that she already has like a 1.
She's done her job, though.
lead against another support
Just putting the trap on the import positions.
It's just, what do you do?
Especially against a Hanzo, it helps so much.
Stand in your
Oh, look at this.
absorb that damage for free
Oh!
and yourself more than anything else.
It was a clencher. Okay,
Okay,
she. Oh, 4-man. But Vivian does not have the revitalize. Damn. That damage is actually pretty ridiculous. Navi is starting to scale. Gotta watch out.
Damn, they gotta be a little careful here. They can't just take the free shots coming in from Gel. That corrosive side will build up. And eventually
Did you see heated moments in MWI? I didn't. What happened? Just trash talk? Trash talks? Or like banters?
I would say that from Navi's POV.
Oh no, they don't know. They don't know. And Rian is probably gonna be the one who's trying to clear the long lane. Oh, they want to go for the Hanzo here? Vival or Vivian? Oh, Vival then. Oh.
Too many dashes for the Nolan with the purple.
A lot of heated moments in MWI, unlike MSC. Well, we haven't seen the real MSC just yet, so maybe there will be heated moments. And, you know, we got more testosterone, man. So I think, you know, if that's the direction that we're going, we might see a lot more heated moments here. Oh no, they want to reset. Oh, Fumi Echo didn't reset. 50-50. Oh, nice. Just back off, dude. Just back off. You've had enough. Fumi. Okay. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love when I'm wrong.
There's no one there right now, but his Mon Force has already been baited out as the Lord spawns in mid.
I love when I'm wrong.
She's back up. She's gonna try to go for a little bit more poke, but she just gets caught.
Ooh.
Almost a good read on that body.
I don't know, because right now, if Vitality want to take advantage of the fact that Rian doesn't have that Sandman Force, they need to start pushing this.
They got wave clear though. Navi PH. So I don't think this is gonna be the final blow just yet. We'll see.
Fantastic pull by Navi.
Oh, Vival did not find the catch.
But the Lord will already take down that base turret together with Vivo. Now she goes on to Ayanami with a helmet shell.
This is not the best attack
It's the Abyssal Arrow again.
for Vitality, but they're still dominating. Chell! Ayanami finally died. There you go.
This is Rian's moment. She can turn this all around. They've cleared the wave. They've cleared the problems.
Oof.
Now they hold strong. A near clean wipeout as Mirai just made
Oh,
sure.
wait, was the production preparing for a game end?
She's out of there.
Why are the UI gone?
But Navi show more than signs of life. They got signs of winning this thing with a comeback. It's the scaling that we were talking about.
Oh no, 4K gold.
Now really showing Rian's doing.
But all the turrets are still intact for Vitality. Oh my lord, look at... Oh, that's disgusting. She's still dead. Okay, has to flick her away. Apparently, Foot talked trash versus Falcon's Mina and Scripps. When Falcon's Mina defeated Foot, they talked trash in front of them. Ah, interesting. The Orcs got beef in WC and MWI. Maybe we'll see them. Well, Foot is not really in MSC, so that's unfortunate. Nice, my goats. They know my goat. They're not my goats.
that they figured out
God damn it.
lines of attacks.
It's been a while since I spoke English. Gotta get used to it.
Glaive picked up for, I don't know if it was Rihanna or Rain, but I saw Divine Glaive. And either way, that'll really help this Harry Potter composition. The magic damage, it only is a problem in the early parts and when you're on a snowball. Once you get into those crucial...
Excuse me, where are the UI and the assets?
defenses you got.
It's gone.
Plus Athena,
It's gone.
Yep. They just got to make sure that they can survive. Biggest damage so far, and not to mention that at least a quarter of it is going to be true damage on top of it all, thanks to that Starlium Scythe. It's going to be difficult to play, but at the same time, it's really risky to open up the map, unfortunately, for Navi. They kind of have to wait for Vitality to make that first move, but if they don't probe, nothing happens anyways, and they lose free objectives.
Vitality still have the advantage, though, because of that base turret down below, right? It's going to be auto-slow pushing.
I think scouting is actually pretty easy for Navi, especially when you have Esmeralda.
Play it slow. The mid-wave as well is going to be crashing down, and they find a missile arrow on Mirai.
Don't want to pop the OG just yet. Oh god, that damage is actually insane. Wait, what? How the hell did Rian got there? Well, hello? The Harith. What was that? Meta, you shouldn't go for that either. Okay, that was so bad. That was really bad. Ooh, beautiful. 4th Cine. GG's. 1-1. 1-1.
Cannot deal with this. They gotta have to leave Kenshi by himself. Start proxying that mid-wave. Kenshi, can they do it?
Keishi's gonna try to clear out these waves. There's just too many members on her. She gets the unstoppable, but she's returned to her body.
I want to see the Harith dive again. Why is she stuck there? What the heck was that? Oh, okay. I think it's because of the arrow, mostly, no? Arrow coming. And there is a wall behind her, so she gotta dodge towards the... Well, not really. I think she can still dodge towards the sideways or like backwards if she actually aim it correctly, but unfortunate. That was the reaction. GG's. 1-1.
And I think the nail was there.
The macro in that final skirmish, Viv fans.
Really great. Still play that. I think, you know, our panel is...
I love it when I'm wrong. Love it when I'm wrong.
Over them right after these messages.
So what's between the games? Vival on Assassins. Apparently that's the winning formula.
After a relatively long game, Vitality ties up the series 1-1. We've got a series in front of us, and it could, in fact, go the distance. It's a best-of-7. Do we get 7 maps? Let's find out together. Hey, welcome in. I'm Taylor Reflection Sobel, joined by Eterna as well as LaFell. Good to see you guys once again. Hey, what was one of the win conditions we talked about? What put Vitality in home court for you, LaFell? It was Vival on Assassin. What does Vival do? Goes from tank to assassin. Hey, they get a win.
Finally on the Nolan. You want to say something?
No, all good. I want to hear you talk.
You can talk right now. If you
I love your voice. Go ahead.
Thank you. Anyway, yeah.
She's blushing.
We finally get the Nolan. And remember, it is one of her comfort heroes. I wouldn't even say comfort at this point. I think it was one of her power heroes being able to get that Savage on, and it really changed the tempo of the game. But of course, one of the main focuses was how they were able to facilitate the Nolan. And why LaFell was so adamant with the Harry Potter opening when he saw the first 3 picks from NAVI.
NAVI! Hey, can they come back? That's the question. The casters have been pouring their heart into each and every moment. And there was one moment that took us all by surprise, including Navi. It was Vival hiding in the bushes, and the casters give their reaction.
And
She's selling it.
might
It's
just fall into
beautiful.
it. So Onaruma gonna be used up, and Nas gonna be the fracture as well. So Force comes in, but Bimbo pops her there. City gonna fall as well. Skeishi gonna be very low. Fumieko with the flicker in.
Why is Mirko on a chef attire? What is that? That ain't no drip, brother. What?
Is telling them to stay back, demons. Go to the Lord where you belong, and Vitality is more than happy to oblige.
Impeccable macro from Vitality.
Vival must have been hiding in that bush, LaFell, for the longest time. I think it was at least probably 30, 45 seconds, but once the trap was sprung, she made the most of it.
I mean, like, here's the thing. You got to wait for your opportunity, and Vivo was able to do that. Part of the reason is...
Interesting. So they got like
so much that
I wouldn't say new hosts. I would say this is like a host from other game, right? A much more experienced host, maybe?
So that also made it so that there's opportunity anywhere. So you just have to wait. And then even if the initiation was kind of botched, the damage too much, she has so much dashes, there's nothing that Navi could do to stop Vival.
But around the 14-minute mark, there was a chance for Navi to get back into the fight. We take a look at that moment, and Eterna, this was the moment I really thought, honestly, for a second, Navi was going to be able to flip the script and maybe come back.
There was a possibility, maybe, had they not allowed this to go so far into the later stages of the game, because you can see here they're trying their best to go for the defense, but it really was difficult. There was a really great opening, by the way, here by Fumieko, and I think, was this the moment where Vival kind of overstepped?
Yeah, this is also one of those moments where, yes, they have a lot of magic resist, but Keishi is the one that's dealing physical damage.
Yes.
Made it so that her damage was not lowered at all. So part of the good and bad is that when you're over-investing in magic defense, your physical defense is going to be low, and Keishi took advantage of that.
So what could have happened for Navi in that situation? Let's say a perfect world, they protect their base. How could they have made that moment into a game-winning moment?
Well, technically, it really depended on the item, right? Because we saw that there was no damage until we started seeing more Divine Glaives. And I think that was like one of the pivotal moments of how the damage really went through. Divine Glaive for Kimmy, I think, was a game changer.
Like even if they won the fight and also somehow gets a bit of an advantage in that comeback moment, I think it's still really hard for Navi PH to manage the long lanes, man. Like against a Selena, against an Alice, and there's really no other person aside from the Hanzo that can clear the lane quite easily. And if you already invest your Hanzo to the long lane, then there's no way you're gonna win the objective fights. So either way, Navi PH is not really that favored in the late game unless it's a full 5v5 team fight, because the Selena is gonna be losing a lot of advantage that way.
They did not have any answers for Vival.
1-1, let's go.
And that's part of the reason why we were so surprised. Game number 1, why did she go for that tank? You see how good she is.
It was the first pick Akai too, man. I don't get it. I think Akai is still viable. I tried him once, but oh my lord, the farming is so slow, bro.
And then now game number 2, Navi,
Ooh, now he perks. Interesting. You know, you got so many emotions, LaFell. I'm still learning who you are, but it's fun because it's like a Pandora's box. Hey,
I have 2 therapists.
Rose is out there, and she's been covering everything, including the Wild fans out there who have been going nuts for this Grand Finals.
Shira and Funi, girls, it is getting crazy.
Okay, so these are the KOLs.
And the Vitality fans are going crazy.
It's Shy, not Shay, apparently.
I'm feeling great. Great, guys! Really great. You guys just lost game 2. Shira, what's happening? We will have a comeback. Comeback.
Comeback.
Okay.
Comeback,
How do you
pre.
feel about the atmosphere in the grand
Walang damak.
finals?
Walang damak.
The supporters here are crazy, guys. Finally,
Yes, home ground for Team Vitality. Now, as we enter Game 3, what do you girls think will happen in the Land of Dawn? Of course, Navi PH will win!
finally will only give 1 point to the enemies, and the rest of the game they will show who the queens really are.
Wow. Funi, are you saying it's gonna be a 4-1
Okay.
Grand Finals?
Yeah.
Damn.
How did you say so?
Because it has always been finalist place to be the winner.
But there is always a comeback.
No, they will only give you 1 point.
we still don't know. There's still a lot of time that they will prove that Pinas lang ang malakas. Wow,
Pinas lang malakas.
Shira, we can feel your passion for the Filipinas on stage. And you know what? It's not just on stage that the fire is fueling, but also between these two girls. So girls, is there any words of encouragement?
Isn't it crazy that so far we haven't gotten a single connection problem?
Good luck, guys. Just take it easy because you know finally.
I'm gonna grab some snacks first.
And the MWI.
Oh, sugar. What the heck was that?
You just need to play like usual and you will win anyway.
Ooh, confident. Shira, anything you want to say to the Navi girls? Well, she is really confident that they will win this game, but we all know that way back 2024, we got the title, and this is going to be the comeback. So watch and learn and listen, and let's do this, guys! Pinas lang ang malakas! Oh my goodness, Shira, the energy is through the roof. Thank you very much, girlies. May the best region win. That's it from us. Throwing it back to you guys.
I'm loving the energy. I really am. We need more of those interviews, especially with those two, because you got both orgs representing Navi, Vitality. Rose, you got to get back with them, okay? We need an update a little bit later on. Hey, we also need a club championship update. Trav, what do we got?
We're into the grand finals of MWI, and it's looking likely that NAVI are going to go back-to-back at the Allianz Vault, but I've slipped away. I've made my way over to the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet, and Chris is here to update us on everything Dota.
Yeah, club championship-wise, there's really not a great deal to touch on from what happened yesterday with Falcons, obviously, in that surprise loss, going out in the quarterfinals. That was a real shock to a lot of people's systems, especially considering they could have picked up some valuable points to catch up to some of those squads. There was no other real contender for the club championship sitting in and around Dota. You've got BB team right now who are on stage. They could go, if they can go on to win, they can compete in it, but they're only within like 2 or 3 games, so they're not necessarily going to be over towards the top side. BB, though, are currently, well, slamming Vici Gaming, who did beat Falcons and upset them yesterday. So kind of showing Falcons may well have struggled even if they got through today, but those extra club championship points would have probably went a really long way.
Yeah, well, it sounds like we're going to have a few shake-ups here and there when it comes to the club championship leaderboard at the end of this week, but we'll see how things progress. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Travis Ton, for the update. Ton sounds pretty good. Hey, he's been my good friend for about a decade, and I gotta say, man, he's a great talent. Thank you for the club championship update. We'll be keeping you up to date as much as we possibly can, including here with Navi and Vitality. Series score 1-1. Navi won game number 1, but Vitality answered back, and now the series becomes that much more serious. Now, as far as the series go, Vitality, they have been known, at least in our tournament over the past couple of days, to drop map number 1, but be flawless after. Lefel, is this one of those moments?
Here's the thing, I gotta say, Taylor, they gotta stop building PCs with just graphic cards, man. They need everything else. The thing that I didn't like in game number 2 coming in from Navi is that they're just drafting the same thing over and over again, meaning like magic damage and then magic damage and then magic damage and then just one physical damage. There's no balance, right? Thanos himself said balance is needed all across the globe, and Navi didn't listen, and that's why they lost. So this time, you know, balance.
I think they can deserve the risk, right?
They deserve the risk?
No, like they can.
All right.
They can afford it.
They can afford.
Remember, it's a best of 7. It's not a best of 5. It's not a best of 3. It's not a best of 1. So they tried a certain strategy. It didn't work out for them in the very end. And the fact that they're once again on first pick on blue side gives them more of an opportunity to start dictating how the drafts are going to go. So just a quick reset, go to game 3.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Freya is like pretty cool. You know, she's a Valkyrie with swords and wings. A lot of life steal, a lot of damage, got longer range than usual. So I don't know. I kind of feel like that worked really well game number 1. I would
All right.
like to see it in game number 2. Crazy suggestion, I know, but hey. Sometimes just hear me out here, because in terms of the bans, it
Chip
has
ban.
not changed
Interesting.
so far. We still see Akai, the Atlas, as well as the Hirara ban coming in from Navi for Vitality, banning out a chip still, as well as the Boxia. So we
Why
saw
does the
Navi
Basha
in
look like
game number
that?
2, they picked up the Esmeralda. I still think Esmeralda is pretty strong, but maybe just pick up something in the jungle that can help you out, because I also feel that's something that happened, right? All the junglers were banned, and there's nothing else for Keishi.
And by the way, update on Hanzo, now we're up to a 100% loss rate out of the 3 times we've seen it. So avoid Hanzo if you're Navi at all cost.
And another one, she has not won with the Assassin.
Yeah, still at a 0%.
Oh, interesting. How the hell did it get to the final? Did she get to the final without assassins? Damn.
Okay. If they wanted to go for a Freya first, they could have looked for a ban early, I think, for like the Esmeralda if they wanted to set it up. But it looks like they're still focusing on
Claude, interesting.
Obviously now we do see that the Claude gets picked up by Navi. They're indicating that they do want to have a strong gold laner. But of course there's so many other things that they can respond to here. Team Vitality.
I like his reaction when he saw the Claude. He's like, huh. First picking of the Claude, I did not see that one coming. So now, for Vitality,
This is just a waiting move for Navi PH. Claude first pick, nothing could go wrong with it. Just feel out the situation.
A tank in the jungle. Let's see here. Akai as well as Boxia is not there anymore.
Do you want to first pick Balaric here for Vivo? Oh, Vivian? I don't really know much about the meta currently. Still needs to see more. That is so early, bro. Super early. But I guess now you have an answer if Navi BH wants to go for like or like maybe they're just denying the potential of Freya XP.
I think an act or a statement of confidence. By the way, this POV is pretty cool.
Yeah, Coach Cam, right? Super unique. And he's going back and forth. What are we doing? What's the game plan? Coach's perspective, you get a little bit of it. And like I said, I've really never seen this in an esports production. Yeah, it's brand new.
I wish we could see their notes. Well, I guess they're not the type of people to bring notes. But if there were notes, that would be kind of interesting. I'd love to see what they have on their notes. But back to this, carry.
Whoa.
Early here,
Whoa.
the Beleric. So they already have a strong laner there with the Claude. And obviously they do want to have some more to play with, especially if they want to go strong.
This is from the broadcast, right?
Really
Huh.
because you are up against the carry, but the Valentina will be able to utilize her creativity.
What is this noise,
The
man?
clear is still lacking as compared to the Eve and the Beleric. What do you think about the clear from Beleric?
Honestly, right now, I feel like at least there's balance. You got crowd control coming in from the Beleric. You have
Okay, Alice ban.
ability burst, as well as some crowd control coming in from the Valentina, and the Claude is just a strong pick, and probably a deny just to make sure that Shell doesn't get it. I agree with you. I think that's going to be a big problem right now. They don't have a lot of clear, and if they're going to go for a tank jungler, I think the clear there.
So ban the Esmeralda and Freya if you're Vitality, I guess. Maybe, just maybe.
In this kind of situation, they will default to something like a Benedetta, which I think might be able to work, but only when we see the roamer.
Benedetta 4?
Not Ayanami.
Okay.
Yeah, so for now, looks like the Paquito has been locked by Vitality. So mid, gold, as well as EXP has been showed by Vitality. So not a lot of flex anymore for their lineup. Pretty honest, but I think it's still very, very strong. For Navi, their options are still open, which is good and bad, because the bad, they don't really have an identity just yet.
I'd love to say, going back to your point about the Benedetta, that it shows for Navi. But against the Paquito, I don't think it's the best of ideas. I think now, with the Paquito shown so early, they go for a Freya ban, which is exactly what they do. And perhaps they want to eliminate the Esmeralda here. Because if they want the Paquito to be strong side for Fumi Echo, which we have seen them set up for, this hero really needs a little bit of help with the drafts.
Well, if they want to default to something like an Alice, they still can, but that does mean there's a high likelihood that Keishi will be using some damage dealer inside of the jungle.
Yeah, there's not much good option here in EXP.
I feel like a Ling is definitely possible for either side of the draft series.
I like Navi BH Ling more than Vitality Ling.
Okay.
You're up against a Claude, up against a Valentina. Bellaric can also peel just a bit.
Guinevere eliminated. So you mentioned the Guinevere earlier on. The Guinevere does get sniped out here for now.
I think they're in the Vitality only needs an enabler. No need for assassins.
Esmeralda being banned out. Navi. So Alice? Is Alice what we're thinking about for the EXP laner? Do they go Arlet here?
Part of the reason why I'm thinking of the Alice because we're playing Expanding Rivers. Expanding Rivers, just make it say that there's going to be a lot of fight around.
I think Benedetta would be the best here for Navi BH. They already have Valentina. It's more utility than damage. Maybe compensate with a fighter jungle.
Automatically wins the first 2 turtles. Having the Paquito really helps out because you're
I think that could work for Navi BH. Vitality though.
Making it non-contest. So that's
I don't really see like an obvious roamer here for Vitality. They can go utility, by the way, Vitality. Fredrin is not that bad against these.
For Navi at the stage, because we don't even know what the Mother of Tanks is going to utilize. And Navi, they smell this. They understand this. I think Gwyn, other than, of course, being a ban against Vival,
What's available here?
Seen Vival on the Gwyn. Oh, wait, we have once, but only once on the Gwyn. I think it's more so as well respecting that potential. If they already have a strong Yve in the mid lane, if they have another roamer that is also very strong.
Oh, Glue. Glue is still available. Oh, Glue ban. Oh, god damn it. I was thinking like there's got to be a roamer that I missed out. It was Glue, but it was banned. Shit. Yeah, there's not much good option. Ooh, there you go. I guess.
Yeah.
I said utility, but I don't know. I feel like I prefer the Fredrin just a bit more because you have a bit more actual utility than a half-fast damage down Ballman.
So the fact that they went Bauman already, and we don't know what the EXP laner is from Navi, Bauman could just as easily walk into death traps of crowd control and just completely be irrelevant.
Yuzhong or Benedetta for Navi BH. Yeah, Yuzhong. Nolan. Okay, Nolan. I'm on board with the Nolan.
Navi does not have a good track record just yet using a
What's the roamer though? Like I don't think there's a good roamer here, man. I think it's just gonna be like you know, they gotta settle with something like a Hylos or this is such a high ceiling, low floor hero, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I guess we'll see though. Obviously, I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Who struck and said, "This is our series," but then Vitality answered back, tying the series up 1-1. And now we go into game 3. Who will once again take the lead? Will it be Vitality for the first time, or will Navi take it back for themselves? It's time for game number 3 of the MWI 2026 Finals. Mirko, get in, take it away.
Thanks, Reflections. We're already here to cover game number 3, and we're already excited to see how this is going to start playing out, because when you look at compositions of this caliber, the question is who can perform.
I'm not really fully on board with the Bauman and the Cho. Meanwhile, for the last 2 picks for Navi BH, I'm fully on board with it.
So much sustain.
We gotta figure it out, man. It's not just the sustain, it's also the classic Leo. Shove it! The ultimate lethal counter. You go for that insta-retry on the neutral objective. So Navi, the advantage that they were coming in to game number 1 with, the fact that they have CC immunity and a 50-50 clean, they won't have it here. Plus, obviously, that mid-prio. And then we also have to talk about the physical defense shred that has been moved from first skill to second skill. So Chell and Vivian, with technically Vivian also has a physical shred. So this is just going to be Fumi Echo wreaking havoc, especially because she went lethal ignition.
Yep, it's just a lot of damage.
Lethal ignition, Paquito, interesting.
They gotta mark their targets as soon as they can, and not to mention the fact that they already have lethal ignition just goes to show, hey, I don't mind just touching you for a little bit, but you will get bursted down. And speaking of bursting down, Shell already doing a very good job getting a lead in the lane.
Yeah, not the best of lanes there in terms of matchups with the Claude against the carry. That's why they were so comfortable picking up the carry with the Yve, knowing full well that if you want to try to counter the Yve, you're gonna have to go Claude, but that means
nice proc for Anat Ayanami. Hold on, Vivian.
Ayanami in. Vivian with a walk up as well.
Mirai is still here though.
Ayanami putting a lot of damage on her. But Fumi-
What is that?
Great back
What?
Vivian. Escape
That's so bad.
and it's Navi with a
What?
walk as well. Concussive
What is
from the
this?
angle. Tries to bait not Ayanami
So
in.
you have
With a walk up
okay.
as well.
I think Fumi tunnel vision on zoning Mirai, so she kind of forgot the fierce dive.
Damage on her, but Fumi Echo's gonna get caught. Mirai, great backup, Vivian. Escape
Yeah, that was
from the
terrible.
shot.
That was terrible.
Against Fumiko, so much damage all
Ayanami. Now Navi starts it, and the dragon
Okay.
is up. Black Dragon Frog gonna be used up, straight up into trying to zone Vival out of the turtle pit. Vival's trying to escape.
Vival's dead.
Caught by the damage again.
Oh, beautiful. At least you get that. Hey, you get a kill towards the Nolan? Damn, that's a W for sure. Vivian, stop. Why would you chase? Why chase? Oh, that's why. That's why.
again.
I'm happy to be wrong. Oh, Shell. So cool, nice.
Solo kill for Kel. Sokolil. Vitality strike, and in one fell swoop, despite the small wins from Navi in the laning phase, they couldn't convert onto the big objective.
But do you hear that? Do you hear the Vitality fans? They're really taking this momentum from that game number 2 and bringing that same energy here.
Nice, 1.2k gold lead.
Only more
Super early as well.
we are seeing Vitality move across this map.
That was very
Once again,
dangerous, by the way.
checking whether or not
Vival was like half a second away from pretty much messing up the whole team fight because you don't really get that buff too from the turtle.
One shot we were talking about. You have so much damage.
The stars gotta align for Vitality there.
That's why you have to respect the Bauman. They were doing all they can to respect it, to be fair. But once she got into the vicinity of the turtle, lethal counter retry is guaranteed. There is no way for a Nolan to out retry that.
Uh-oh.
It's just miscalculated by Vival.
Yep. It's
Good discipline, Fumi.
in a lot of scenarios, like the old Tsuyo, but still relevant. As Ayanami takes
Nice one.
tries Black Dragon form getting called here.
Vival has the lethal counter if she drops down just a bit.
No lethal? Wait, what?
Up in the skies. Gets
Okay.
away just in time, but she stays. No. Ayanami with a bench find appears.
What? Fumi! Fumi, why?
Comes around with a lethal counter.
Okay, never mind.
Vival picks up the kill.
She knows more than me, obviously.
Caught in a 1v3.
Seen him with the jukes. Nice.
Past the RWM.
Oh man, that was a game of Dance Dance Revolution for sure. You're able to sidestep basically everything and still maintaining good amount of health. However, Shell needs to get back into this lane, and Navi is denying them that space. Vitality need to make some choices. They still have to deal with the turtle down on bot side, so they cannot commit everything to alleviate space on top.
Yeah, it should be a take easily.
Can deal with it with a splash of damage.
Has to use the retry, but that's fine.
Vivian still trying to buy as much time as possible. Just
Yeah, this Cho pick has been working out much better than I thought.
Just gotta show that
It's more of a scouting Cho rather than a pick-off Cho.
beautiful thing here, right? Khalid.
Haven't really seen a lot of pick-offs as well. Damn, the steal.
Wait, potential dive here. Renee.
Watch out, still has the Purify. Don't go for it.
Can't show exactly where it
Okay.
is. As long as you don't show it, Vivian ain't gonna engage on you for free.
Oh my lord, the damage.
My guy, right through the XP crab as she gets it, and she bursts Ayanami down.
Hey, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. They've got a pretty hey, a 1-level lead in EXP is a lot.
Oh my
for a
god.
lot of these
Vivian
lanes.
is on
Lethal Ignition is a lot harder
on Keishi's ass the whole time.
Uh-oh. Mirai with a walk-up. Great read on the dash by Mirai. Baits out the flicker. Mirai tries to go for a little bit more now, but look at the backup from the rest of the team. Cine and Vival has already rotated towards the top lane. Navi. Not
Here's one of the things that
traded structures.
that's not really that great when you're playing a Balearic.
Just take the mid wave. Cine is going to
You're playing super passively here.
Mirai should be, oh no.
Wait, the dragon lethal counter. They're gonna
What?
be-
Why didn't he chain it?
Oh, it's a cancel. The lazy duet.
Oh my god. Dragon late, Dragon late. I want to see that again.
Getting disrespectful. Ayanami's thinking about it.
I want to see that again.
Wait, the Dragon City is going to swap lanes with you and maintain that.
Oh, because of the taunt.
Disrespect.
It got cancelled. Interesting.
This is going to be a Nolan with no purple buff at 5 minutes. Up top, it's the carry Chell. Taking a structure down below, it's from the Echo. These side laners work in double time.
This is why I think utility jungle will still stay despite all the nerfs, man. You just play with super low risk. When you're winning hard. When you're losing, you're not really losing that hard. Compared to when you're playing assassins. Look at this, like it's super easy for Vitality to zone out people.
to see what items Fumi Echo is on right now.
Oh, no wonder.
Hunter Strike and a Legion Sword already. That has... I think it's a Sea Halberd.
Yeah, I think it's going to build into the Sea Halberd as well. There is an argument
Oh,
that
it is.
maybe could lean into it later on and look for something else. I honestly kind of feel like Fumieko can even go for a Malefic Roar.
Yeah, I think Malefic would be my choice.
For the anti-heal. Even Keishi is having a little bit of troubles here.
But I guess you want to be a bit more utility than damage.
Expedition.
Oh, Vivol.
Oh my... What the heck?
Through the Petrify, and the Furious Dive, the lethal counter didn't even land.
It feels like there's a Dairoth there. Holy. Baited everything. Chell wants to go for it. Dashes inside. I don't know about that, Chell. Oh, look at Fumi. Vivol. Nice. Beautiful. God damn.
The awareness is just crazy from Vitality. That was a planned play from literally top all the way down to the bottom to corral the sheep right into the mid lane. They are capturing Na'Vi right now. And I think the Na'Vi, they got to be proactive. I think, unfortunately, the choice of ultimates here needs to be maybe not just the RW, or maybe even arguably a Way of the Dragon if necessary.
Now it feels like the Valentina pick is super early. Way too early.
Everything out. RWM, the Wrath of the Dryad, and Chell flickered forward. That's how comfortable.
It feels like they're not really confident in
hasn't had the best of games so far.
trying to bring out their own gameplay. God damn.
Now it's the retaliation. Now it's the punish.
Oh, they all dead.
That's where goal later. Now you must pay.
Oh my god, what a peel, what a save, City.
It's ridiculous.
Is this City or Manuel Neuer?
Oh no.
Or Dibu Martinez?
At least nothing is punishable at this
Or Prime De Gea? He's saving everything. Or she's saving everything. God damn.
A little bit of the tactics that Na'Vi has. They're recognizing some bad habits.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, even I have noticed a couple
If I'm City, I'm building, whatchamacallit, Ice Queen 1 for sure. I'll go as far as second item.
Normal situations like that, Gideon, you're 5 to 12. You get a kill on the Paquito, it should be a good trade. But the fact that it's a goal laner and there was no shutdown, there was no bounty on Fumieko, that means Rian's gonna have it even more delayed. That item power spike that they're desperately waiting for.
I think it's going to be 11 minutes or maybe even 12 arguably if it keeps up like this before the Trinity is even complete. Fumieko now looking on the side. Sees not Ayanami as well as Mirai, but at the same time...
Hold on, Fumi.
If you want to go to the bottom side, sure, let's push out mid. We could potentially...
Your jungle is the one that's scouting the situation. Kinda crazy. Level 12 for Vivol. Vivian. Okay. Oh no. Go time for Navi. Vivian is dead. Oh no. That's a big mistake. Big mistake. Fumi Echo is dead too. Oh no. Is this a choke? I don't think Navi can take this one just yet. They still gotta do housekeeping in the top lane, and also the poke from Sin is actually pretty good.
Still pushing, so Vitality can hang around here for as long as they want. They are able to tax the health.
They're gonna try though.
Maybe they can get Navi off of this.
Yeah. Don't use Lith Thunder. Oh, she used it.
A straight Kumar moment. She knew the Batman was there. Blazing went out to Cini and Vivol right now, but she's able to sustain for a bit. Xiao Zhou into the back line, and Keishi won't be able to get the retry. It's Rian.
That was actually pretty good.
It saves it for Navi, but Chen with the flicker in forward, trying to go for a bit more kills. Mirai.
I would like to think that that was intentional from not Ayanami. She was baiting the lethal counter.
She will save that flicker for later. Navi, great hit and run.
Oh boy. And that's how they just have to play the game, unfortunately.
Overzealous, man. Overzealous. Vitality.
Looking the item list as well. War Axe already done. 2 tank items on top of the curse.
Only 3k gold lead now.
And also apply real damage towards Navi's side. They can't deal with these longer fights. Maybe Yuzong, but Yuzong can only deal with so many people at once.
And now it's how Navi...
Hold on. Conceal.
They see Chell. They know she doesn't have a flicker. They bait out the ultimate, and that's about it. Now Navi build again with the Lord. Down below, though, the Holy Shield's going to go down to the minions.
And Fumieko, if nobody responds to this, there's a possibility they might even they might be able to just clear out that wave. They don't need her right now.
Oh, they're still building the wave here.
Slowly taking pressure up mid.
No one's gonna take. Oh, flank from Ufumi Echo. Gotta watch out. Rian starting to do a little more damage now.
Top as well. It's going to be good for Navi to try to get this tier 2 down.
Oh, this is not a good place for Cho. Cho in a losing position like this, like it's super tough to play.
Look at next. This could possibly be a siege into the
All advantage gone. Well, not all of them. Fumi bottom lane, so it looks like Navi will back off just yet.
As soon as she
Don't want to go for that just yet.
Navi call off the attack.
It's because of Fumieko down below. They know they have the Lord.
Oh, the long lane is still
It's not worth if they
big advantage for Vitality, so the game is definitely still on their hands.
Fumieko was threatening.
This is difficult. This is a difficult position to be in. With no holy shieldings, a single mistake could net
At least there's a Claude though, and Yuzhong can catch up to the team fight quite easily.
I would imagine with Kichi's item power spike, it should be more than enough. But in terms of damage dealt, City is the one who's sitting right at the top. Vival at second here in terms of damage dealt.
Whoa, Mirai
Uh-oh.
jumps in all alone, has to flicker out of there. And that's why once Cine used the RWM, once she whips it,
Oh,
Navi
big item for
pounds
two.
on Vitality. And also,
Cine and also
it
Chell.
should be a lesson for Vitality, learning after that big mistake. If Cine whiffs or if their backliners can't
Much better
catch up,
poke.
they have to just call it off.
That's the important thing. But hey, they have a lot of faith in each other, right? They will learn from
Oh,
this mistake. And I think
the
from
chat
Navi's
hasn't
side,
updated
why
for a
not
while.
go
Sorry
for
for
it?
missing
They
all your
just
messages,
need
KK.
to ensure themselves a victory, or at least a 3 for 4, 2 for 3, as long as
Does Mirko really cast like that without camera?
Problem, though.
He
This kind of
on the
composition,
grand
I
final,
think they can
he's
hold
much
this
more
hold on.
animated.
Trying to catch Fumieko down below. Won't be able to find it, but the Claude cannot match.
He would take off his suit,
Rian cannot deal with
standing all the time.
That's why they're gonna have to stick together. wonder if
I guess there's not much audience, is why the hype is not really that big
See if Rian has it.
for the casters.
Pull up the item list right here, right now. Thank you so much, Zipper. Big ups. 3 items already complete.
War Axe for the Ballman, interesting.
In comparison to the
Oh god,
opposite side.
Fumieko.
Oh, can they do this?
Hold
No,
on.
already triggered it.
Oh, they got the base turret. That's big.
No choice.
They got the base turret.
For it.
And they have to make a decision whether to back off or to go for the fight. They go for the fight, but it's only 4v4 right now. Bounty in
It's a
and out.
gamble.
They go for the commitment right now as Vivian jumps in. The Raptor trying to
Oh.
Vivian's gonna go for the chase on Keishi. Finds away the dragon.
Nice for Vivian. It was not pretty, but she did what she's supposed to do.
With the help of the RWM. Look at Keishi running through the hills, but it is onto the bush and Chell's
Oh.
over the read and
Oh my
cancels the
God.
recall. Keishi jumps in, but Chell has the win of nature. Fumieko will be sacrificed for it.
At least they got the RWM out of rain, and at this point with the Lord coming in, as long as
Oh, it's gonna crash immediately. They can go for it, 4v2. Why not? Oh, 4v3, I'm sorry.
From her. Chell, finally, full item built. The Malefic Gun, we've been waiting for so long for it. With the Malefic Gun, she'll be
Oh,
able to
4v2.
aim her distance to get to
Why is the
majority
asset super late,
of
bro?
the heroes as Vitality
It's not updated on the Yuzhong.
But Mirai's coming back up.
I'm in a safe place to go for the guaranteed base turrets right now. Wave bot will guarantee the base turret bot. There's no wave up top. Navi have done a good job. Now it's up to Vitality to try to play with this Lord. Keishi's up.
Yeah, this is hard to get breakthrough here.
No chance.
They're gonna back away. They're gonna breathe. They're gonna say,
Vivian has to find a really good kick.
We want to close out this game, but we want to guarantee. And we've seen Vitality do this. They like ending their games closer to the 17th minute if necessary, because mistakes are costly at this stage of the
Oh, you hate to see it. The Lord appeared on the top lane again
Crucial in these
for Vitality. Game is rigged. Munton rigged it for Vitality.
They need some more CC, some peel. Not for their backliner. For Keishi
3
already.
turrets still intact bottom lane for Vitality. 0 turrets for Navi.
Ayanami as well, sticking onto Vival, but Vivian was doing the same on Keishi.
But that's the thing. I really think it should be not Ayanami going to deal with these waves rather than Rain in these scenarios, because at least you have the Black Dragon form to kind of just run through. But Navi understand, hey, the Black Dragon form is going to force Vitality to back away, or maybe that's what it's supposed to do. But with the guarantees on this Balmon, like, the collateral is so little. There's so little risk. It's a difficult scenario to be in.
Very difficult.
I'm literally trying to figure out a way for them to catch, like, something off. Like, unless Mirai can flicker in with a Raptor or Dryad to catch Chell alongside Fumi.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. You want to trap Vitality into Wrath of the Dryad. And it helps that Mirai uses the Flicker instead of the Revitalize. At this point, you need the Flicker. You need the the catch potential.
And the Lord is spawning up top again, so that wave at the bottom lane, it will already be a threat just having a Paquito on the other side. Now that it's a base turret taken out, that's free push onto bot. Fumieko could just wait in bush, and it will already be a mind game for Na'Vi. They're constantly going to be thinking, is the Paquito gonna punish us bot if we move towards Lord? Or is the Paquito sticking and using that?
I mean, they got to start doing their protocols right now. It takes about roughly 12 to 13 seconds to get right from your spawn point all the way down to the end of the lane. So they need to start clearing out these bushes down bot side around that.
Fumi don't even need to clear this.
Moves away, and once she's done,
Huh.
then slowly
She did.
up to the Lord side.
I wouldn't clear that, actually.
Rivers as well just gives Fumi Echo so much to play with. He's a race car, bro.
Just flying through, flying through. The queen is here, and now we wait. Wait, do they know? We had.
Oh no, Cine, that's a bad position. Oh my god!
No way! She tried to be at my forward to go for the poke on City. Is she overextended?
Oh my god!
No.
The fuck flipped out of existence.
Oh my god.
Dude!
Oh, counter.
Didn't expect Fumi Echo there.
Tried to be at my forward
God
for
damn the
poke on
damage.
City. Is she overextended? But it was just a bait. Now it's
Holy
a bait.
moly.
And with Rihanna,
Now the clear is kind of miserable for Na'Vi. They can actually go for this one. Beautiful. Oh, never mind. It's not beautiful. But at least you baited everything though. And thank God for the immortality. Now Vivo use zero utility. It's 4v4 now.
From Cine at least. Can Rain steal it? Yes, they got the RWM back.
But she's getting poked down now. It's going to be the RWM to lock Cine down. Has the flicker out.
Ayanami. Oh my god, again the lethal counter.
Last baser up top going to be taken down as Mirai tries to move up forward for Rian to clear.
They're not willing to die for this. They're not willing to die for this base just yet.
Just gotta wait again. Now finally, the Lord actually appeared on the bottom lane. But now it's not an equal position anymore, the turrets. They still have an inhibitor turret intact earlier, but now it's gone. So still advantage for Vitality.
Very early on in that fight.
Items.
Just scratching my head right now, trying to think of a way for Na'Vi to come back against Vitality, who've scaled up.
Nothing too crazy, I guess. Winter Crown for the Yuzhong. Interesting.
Exactly, and I think the worst part about it is that the fact that they have guarantees on this Lord, I think they need to kill Vival at some point. The question is what timer is good. I would say around 30 seconds is pretty good, arguably even 20, but Vival just refuses to die and is always so close to her team.
The only time she died was when she brute forced Turtle 1, and even then she died with the Turtle after securing a big objective for the team. Rian has the Wind Talker, right? No more boots. She's bootless. She is full damage with a Wind of Nature. But she still gotta respect that lethal counter, man. That big bonk.
Navi, at this point, is just waiting for Vitality to make the mistake. This game is not in their control. It's not in their hands. It's an uncomfortable feeling to be in, but at the same time, you kind of have no choice. There is no out at this point. And I think that much is clear. Vitality, they're going to slowly choke them out. But truly, who can maintain this game, right? We're already going in close to the 20th minute. Eventually, somebody will fall.
Navi have to try to either gamble it around the Lord or just bank on a defense. Because at this point, they're trying to do both. They're trying to set up a
Uh-oh.
to clear the wave.
It's a trap for Vivian.
They try to go over on Lord. This is a good idea.
Could they sell this? How could they sell this? Did they make Yuzhong just walk into Tri-Brush or something?
I think they sell it by just waiting for someone to walk up right now. And,
They show.
Timer's up right there.
And now from now on, Vitality will check all those bushes if they want to clear.
It's still going to be a slow push again. They haven't cleared it enough.
Good discipline by Vitality.
This feels inevitable, and Vitality have played this so very well.
They've got to gamble.
They've got to gamble. They got a 50-50, and Fumi already on the top side.
It's not a 50-50. It's never a 50-50 against a Balman.
And she doesn't even have good clear against these super minions. Oh, Fumi.
We need to see the super play here. Vival gonna open up the map.
It's a lot of poke, brother. That's Yuzhong.
From Cine on not Ayanami. That's the main initiator out of the fight. Half HP is Fumi Echo again.
Yeah, I can't get close.
Try to go for it. Oh,
Cannot get close. Oh, whoa. Camera. Oh, what? Holy heal. Holy shield.
Gets the kill on Keishi. Vivian gets away as well and gets a chastised pulse.
God damn.
Purifying no Wind of Nature on Rian.
However, at least they were able to trade one.
That's the Passer Frog and also Rose Gold Meteor.
I wanna see whether Rain already stole the RWM. If she hasn't stolen the RWM, it's gonna be a little awkward once the Lord starts pushing in. But even so,
2-1 Vitality.
really nicely done from both sides.
This is defendable. 30 seconds on Cine. They're going to have time to build up. Now, the question is for Vitality, do they want to bank on a 4v4 instead of waiting for Cine, right? Because if they wait for Cine, this Lord is as good as gone.
Yep. And I mean, big issue is that Cine won't be able to participate in the fight like fast enough.
No
And
chance.
unless Vitality just starts slowing, they can't slow their own Lord down. And Navi, they don't mind it coming in quick.
What a pick
Yep,
towards
10
the Eve.
seconds on Keishi, so it is going to be the gamble. If they can go for a fight before Keishi spawns. that's
Oh,
what
Fumi, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, girl. How the hell is she not? She didn't die. They still want to chase. Immortality is not even gone. What the heck? What is that healing? That's the helmet, right? Holy moly. That was a great catch though towards the Eve. The timer is just working out as well for the Navi PH. They can't really use the Lord.
Oh, wait a second, you're right.
Second wave, here we go.
Ultimate's already down, and they still have Cine.
Big boss is here, Cine.
With the damage, with the poke, coming down with the wishing ladder. Ayanami,
That's too close for comfort. Oh, good Winter Crown.
to take Ayanami down.
Now you baited RWM. That was actually a good play for Ayanami.
2 siege minions there, and Navi.
You baited all the ults, and now you buy a lot more time for Navi PH.
Enough to chunk down Fumiko past 60%.
And they defend again, even with Ayanami.
Well played,
down.
well
They
played.
have enough firepower with Rian in the late game, having full items, even the bootless. With no boots, just a wind talker. That's why she's dealing 1 billion damage.
Oh, this is a really tough game. It's clear that both our ladies here up on stage, they don't want to drop this game. And Vitality, what looked to be some huge momentum, has kind of halted. It's starting to stall out. And Navi, they feel it, but at the same time, it's still not in their
Hold
control
on,
because they've
Fumi.
installed the inhibitors.
I've seen these games before, you know, Gideon. A game that was dominant to one side, but our team just holding out all this time. It was also a yellow team against a sort of orange-yellow team, so it's kind of similar. Very, very similar. It happened in M5. Oh, it's an all-in over.
Oh my god! Good pick.
Finds a pick together with Mirai. Wrath of the Dryad is what they use.
Wait, do they want to go for it again?
Right now as Keishi gets zoned away.
Yeah, good one. They didn't panic. They want to chase. Cine does not have the flicker.
She might just be too far ahead.
Well, but again,
Just back off. All right.
They
All right.
don't exactly have the perfect position on, just isn't worth it. But they've already staggered. The
But at
team
least now it's Fumi though. So even if Fumi is gone, you still have the
Similar
poke.
scenario, but at least they have
This
Sid
is
on
still
their side.
kinda doable for Vitality.
Rian, 1-5-4, but the KDA doesn't matter when you've managed to make it to the 24th minute of the game. You have all your items. This is the time for Rian to find that redemption. But Vitality have an evolved Lord. 4v5, but you have damage reduction. Now it's Rain, who has stolen the RWM. That's the right ultimate to take.
All right. Can they
The
play it?
pokes towards the Belleric, bro.
Do they want to force Wrath of Dry and RWM already out?
City just took it like a champ right there with the help of the damage reduction.
Oh, Vivian
Now it's RWM.
goes through with it.
It's good. It's Vivian who loses immortality. Mirai's right there. Rian gets bursted.
Oh, Shell dead. Oh, beautiful pick by Rain.
It's 1-4-1. Both gold laners gonna fall.
Cine's dead.
Right now has the flicker.
Oh, still has the flicker.
Ayanami goes for the dive and Keishi lands the fracture. But Cine gets the slow.
Hold on, they want to go for more?
Walk up again. It's Vivo with the lethal counter and it doesn't land too much.
Wait.
Onto the members. It's Vivo trying to clear.
Fumi is already here, and now they have an opportunity, but they don't have a wave to
They want to back
actually
off again?
work just yet.
Oh,
They
this is a
could
30-minute match, man.
the wave clear and try it one more time, but it's just too
Shout out
late.
to Navi PH though. Like this is
Everything they've thrown,
not
and
a
Navi
really
is
great
back up a
comp
wall
to
with
be
no inhibitor,
in this
and
position.
chase them
The
down.
Belleric is good, the Claude is good, but the Valentina as well, the Yujong is not really that great in a losing position.
How many lords? 4 lords defended. Yes, they are down to just their crystal. But it just shows how tenacious they are. They get back up every single time they get put down.
This is a really, really tough game. Both sides understand the pressure, but both sides want to end this clean. Navi now is starting to adapt, realizing, you know what, despite our inhibitors, as long as we make sure the timing is good and we time our tempo to sync up with Vitalities, there is a chance, because they are prone to mistakes too.
Long lane is still Vitalities though.
Take a look at the equipment now.
That's why they want to guard this outer turret really bad.
Vivian. You have to take into account some of these immortalities that have already been popped.
Hold on,
by
Vivian.
Vivian
Oh, taunt.
Those bushes now
Okay.
seem a lot more scary.
They're still pretty tanky overall. The raw burst damage from Navi's side isn't that high, especially against these thicker boys, but that's just show for you. In the meantime, at least for Rian, plenty of damage here. How did they wait? Vivian in a really awkward spot to get a reaction out of Keishi. And I like this, the fact that they're trying to get all the information and they find it, the taunt, land, oh god.
It's a double taunt on Vivian, Wait the Dragon there, and it's a big pick at the 26-minute mark. No
That was unnecessary.
Right, the rest of Vitality, think about it. With these resources down, do we go for it is the question, but look at the timers right now. Vivian's gonna be down for, I think, a solid minute.
Oh no, this is not exactly the greatest look, but at the same time,
Vivo,
at least
just heal up, just heal up, just heal up.
we need to take control of this. We need to pull the Lord to our side. We need to reset
Dude,
it.
1/3 of damage for the Eve.
RBM has the flicker out of the way. Boomy Echo to the bottom lane. They go, they go for the.
They don't know Vivo is there.
Vivo will lead the counter.
Oh my god.
He gets it. Wait,
They were 2 tunnel vision.
he's already immediately going back and
They just want to burst it. They didn't do the housekeeping.
Expecting and anticipating the motion.
I don't even blame Navi PH, man.
Against the Bauman, you still need to zone, even if you have the man advantage.
God damn.
The bushes, they went straight for the Lord, and they paid for it. Now it's time for Vivian to get back up. They're gonna have 5 members pushing in, unless no.
No, Lord's crashing first before Vivian.
Still okay.
For Revive again.
Just yet. That just
This is another defense, I think.
They're trying to synchronize it, and they're going to push all at the same time. However, this time
Hold on.
it's not staggered, and they're looking for a little bit more. Sydney, you cannot afford to die here.
They have to play it very safe. Just go for the poke constantly now. It's blazing duet from Rian. Onto Boomy Echoes.
Boomy.
Now. Mirai trying to go for the rapid
Oh my lord.
gets walked down.
Okay, Lord is down though. Lord is down.
Nobody was expecting that much.
Okay, 5v4, 5v4. All the waves coming in.
Now looking for the end.
Minion's already there. Vivian goes for the
Oh,
actually off into the RWM they go. Keishi gets away from it in time.
chill. Tower lock, tower lock, tower lock. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. A bit too long, bro. A bit too long. 5 lords. 5 lords. Still 2-1. Okay, I'm not promising to watch it until the end. I'm really not promising to watch it until the end. That was a long-ass match, bro.
Past 20 minutes? Holy!
What's frustrating is if you're Keishi, you're thinking, I'm losing these red trees, but in reality, that's a Bauman.
Yeah.
Just through a Bauman, you need the team to zone, and nobody opened up for Keishi.
It's just, you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. There really is nothing much you can do about it. But let's look at this one more time, because Mirai, down to a literal third of her health, instantly dying to the lethal counter. It's so ridiculous, but I think they now figure it out. Hey, maybe it's not just us, maybe it's the draft as well. We gotta really make it happen. But with that being said though, what an absolute banger of game. We're going to be throwing it over back to the panel right after these messages. Stick around, Mobile Legends action.
If you weren't entertained before then, you should be at least entertained now. An unbelievable round, the longest round we have had yet for the MWI in 2026. Going nearly 30 minutes back and forth. NAVI refusing to budge until the very last seconds of the round number 3. I am blown away. MLBB has been incredible, and I have loved watching it over the past 5 days, but that has to be the best map we have seen yet.
It turned out so close.
Oh, do we have no idea what we're talking about?
Absolutely none.
What?
Absolutely
we were
none.
talking about how Vitality wanted to go fast, and now they're the one scaling, and then like we said that, you know, Navi wanted to scale, not go fast, but then they had very fast game one. What's going on?
Absolutely no idea. I thought the game was going in a certain direction, and then it went another way as well. There's just so many things to talk about, honestly, in that almost, what was it, 27-minute game?
Like 20, 27, 28. Let's look at the stats. I believe we're going to compare a couple of different players here after this map number 1. And yes, we will have our star-studded players. It was 28 minutes and 10 seconds. Unbelievable. But what are we looking at when it comes to our star players?
Well, first of all, we got to talk about Simi, man. She's the carry as well as the best wingman. Always being there when we're talking about fights. Over 6,000 damage per minute. That's amazing considering it's 28 minutes of the game. Sini on that Eve, unstoppable.
But I do have to, give my flowers over to Rian here. Being able to get the rich guy. We were looking at her laning phase earlier on, and she wasn't having that great of a time up against Shell. But the fact that she was able to, get to the power spike, be able to stay relevant within the game despite her being so far behind, I think that's very impressive.
We see now the players going back. Oh, we even have some dancing action. We have some dancing inside of their vaults as they get ready to set up for map number 4. But just seriously, I'm absolutely blown away. Obviously, on the bottom there, you have Vitality. They're feeling comfortable. They're feeling good. Granted, it was tense. I felt like there were moments Vitality absolutely could have closed it out if they played perfectly. But Navi also on their base defenses were out of this world. And I believe we're going to take a look at a couple of them anyways, especially the first base defense. And really was a shock to see Navi defend as well as they did. I mean, had to have been 3 or 4 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and honestly, it's right. We talk about this backstage as well, where this is such a long game. This is going to be the turning point for this best of 7 because let's put this into perspective. This is 28 minutes, and this is only the 3rd game in this best of 7. Before we start, Taylor, even you talk about stamina. Their stamina has been depleted quite a lot in just this one game.
Dude, it's incredible. This is like literally 2 games, 3 games rolled into one from like quarterfinals. Obviously going back to group play, rounds were like 11 minutes. So it's just absolute insanity. We take a look at our second base defense. Navi holding on tight. An unbelievable set of circumstances they had to go through. We're talking the Lord coming in, Vitality with a full frontal assault, but Eterna, they held on tight.
They did. They held on real tight. And this was one of these exceptional moments, I believe, that was made by Rain. The fact that she was able to get 2 people down here, really just making the team fight unorthodox, I would say. Like, not the way that obviously Team Vitality were planning. And they went like this over and over and over again. The splash damage and the taunt as well that goes through from the Valentina was very surprising for me. And in the later stage of the game, it turns out it came out really clutch.
And I want to say that was just 2 of them, right? But we had like 3 or 4 of those moments throughout the 28 minutes. And one of the critical moments of the game was the final Lord fight. And Vitality ended up stealing it for themselves. And the commentators were going absolutely insane.
Crazy 50-50, Fibble will lead the counter on the Restream!
He gets it! Wait, they need to cancel the recall. Fumi's already immediately going back, and luckily not Ayanami already expecting and anticipating the motion.
That's the problem against the Bauman. You still need to zone, even if you have the man advantage. No one checked the bushes. They went straight for the Lord, and they paid for it.
Seeing Gideon just sitting there and then going absolutely ballistic. I love when we get the chance to see the commentators who are providing the voice to this grand finals. Hey, this tournament has been insane and the competitors are playing for a lot of money. However, you out there at home, guess what? My champions pick is now live. 2 champions, 1 game. From July 27th, submit your predictions for the MSC and MWI champions for a chance to win 50,000 in-game diamonds and MSC 2021 through 2025 tournament skins. Don't forget to leave your picks under at MLBB Esports post for even more chances to win. Lock in your champions now and cheer for your favorite teams. hey, you can win at home even if you're not up there on the main stage. It's now, what, 2-1 in favor of Vitality. For the first time, they take the lead. We go to the stage to look at the emotions from that last round, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty moments, 28 minutes of it, right, of heartbreak and elation. And for the side of NAVI to go that long. Now, do they take away hope from this map? Yes, they lose. But LaFell, they were losing for a large majority of that map, but they held on tight. I think there's a lot of positives to take away.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like looking at how the pick and bans have been going through, I feel like they need to risk it by not banning the Akai. Because so far, we've seen Vitality banning out the Baxia and then Navi banning out the Akai. Those are basically the only real relevant tank junglers now. So I kind of feel like they're setting themselves up for failure, that they don't have a lot of different opportunities, because Keishi in that game using the Nolan, you saw how Rian had the most gold. And that kind of just shows me as well that unfortunately Keishi was not able to farm that much. So I feel for game number 2, you don't want to give match point, try to get a tank.
I agree. I think the tanks have been working so much better for Navi, and surprisingly so. If they do still want to go for Assassin jungle, if they still want to play with that flare, at least help the Nolan out. Because if you give a pick over to this person that you're looking at right now, again,
That's right.
the mother of tanks, something like the Cho, despite her kind of, falling behind in that 2v2 in the mid lane in the early game, she did still have the opportunity to dive into the enemy jungle, pressure the Nolan so much in the early game that Keishi really didn't have a chance to look for her star openings, to farm the way that she would want to farm and eventually get, the power spike that she wanted. So, yeah, do they just resort back to jungle?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, Vival, there's been a lot of questions about whether or not Vival should run Assassin. Should she go tank? Well, she went the opposite direction this time. It ended up working out. Now check this out. The dynasty of Team Vitality. Next target, MWI at EWC 26. LaFell, all those trophies lined up, but there's one spot missing, and it's MWI 2026, and now they officially have the lead.
I gotta say, Vitality made our designer's job a bit difficult because they could only fit 20
That's right.
there. They could only fit 20. They wanted to put 30, 40, but it's like, okay, we gotta put this out. We're just gonna put, like, what? That's like 3 to 4 years worth of trophies.
Right.
And yeah, honestly, at this point, they don't need any more, but hey, that'll be nice.
We're back to the stage where we just left off, a 28-minute game. So much back and forth. Great base defenses from Na'Vi, but the relentlessness of Vitality ended up paying off in the end. They now lead 2-1. Now, LaFell, I'm going to go to you real quick, and the reason why, because you were making some spicy predictions before the series started. Now, you said if it was 0-2 in favor of the side of Na'Vi, series was done with. Now it's 2-1. What do you have to say?
Honestly, with this kind of momentum, Vitality could take it, because Na'Vi, for some reason, game number 2 and game number 3, they look a little bit lost. It looked like they're not entirely sure on what they're supposed to do, and maybe that's why, again, we don't really like them using the Assassins. It's not an individual thing, it's a team thing. Speaking of team, shout outs to Gideon as well as Mirko, doing a great job so far in the 3rd place and now grand finals. Looks like it's going to be a long one.
Hopefully.
It's a long
It's a long one. Hopefully. But I have to agree with LaFell, more so than just the gameplay alone. I think going so close to winning that previous game and falling short, I feel like the mental blow is definitely for Na'Vi this time around. And remember, they're fielding in some new players as well. The experience that Team Vitality have definitely will bring them even further come this next game.
Hey, drafting phase.
Vival, and she's kind of flip-flopped back and forth over the 3 games that we've seen. But she's shown versatility, and now she's had success on 2 different hero picks. What do we expect going in to match number 4?
By the way, just before we begin this, I just want to say that the person or the team that has gotten red side has won. So back-to-back Vitality were on red side, and now Na'Vi are the ones back on red side. Hopefully, this means that we're going to another game.
Yeah, honestly, that first 2 picks is super viable, to the point where I kind of feel like first pick now might be one of the best is actually just to take that Eve away, because in the previous game, Vitality was able to get the carry as well as the Eve so quickly, making it so that they're looking very strong as they move forward. Now the carry gets banned out, so Vitality might even consider first picking the Claude.
Yeah,
and opting
it's a
just
Claude.
to fight against that Eve, because
The
without
question
the
is, do
carry,
Navi
Claude
ban it?
isn't really all that scared to move forward and actually use the Blazing Duet.
That, or they might be setting up for another Akai pick. Like something of that sort, you know, like a tank jungle, because Baxia's open, Akai's open as well.
Baxia's
Hopefully we
banned.
don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I know.
I feel like Navi should be the one using Akai. The Eve gets banned though, so I think Vitality, Claude would be great, but if they want something like a Paquito and Esmeralda,
Don't panic, just pick the Claude, man. You're set up for the Claude. It'll be very useless if you're not picking the Claude here.
I feel like no matter what, Navi will have the advantage
Just go Claude.
anyways, and that's probably one of the reasons why Red Side has been doing so well, because a lot of power picks are open, and like I said, they're gonna pick up the Claude here, and without the carry, what's next on the table?
Do you want to go for Alice here?
Esmeralda would be okay. I think Paquito's a little bit too risky here. Come first phase, unless they save that for second
Freya.
phase.
Freya, I mean, like,
Ooh.
you won game number 1. It was an MVP performance, and
If it's a Freya, then it's got to be automatic Esmeralda, I think.
I like the Freya. I like the Freya. You know, going so far into the series in this best of 7, I think going back to what works is definitely a possibility.
Freya, Kai, kind of sounds good.
You want to go Kai here? Okay.
Yeah, Alice.
So this might be an Alice jungle, and they pick up
That's
the Lilia.
super early Lilia. Holy.
Second best, I think, in terms of wave clear would be the Lilia. I think the Lilia still does trump the Valentina if they are relying on mid rotation, which they did rely
Jushin
on.
is not really that great anymore, huh?
To the earlier game that we saw, I really do want to think about the side lanes.
Oh.
Like side lane match priority.
Yeah, so for now, we've seen...
They can go for early Gourd or just wait out for the second phase to see if there is more dive or not. Because I think if the Gourd is left wide open and there's the conditions are met, it would be a pretty OP pick. So just go for... What's this? Oh, Atlas is open. Can't believe Atlas is open. Holy.
For now, Esmeralda as well as Atlas has been picked up. So now both side laners for Vitality has been shown alongside with the Atlas. Navi might be able to ban out a few mid laners just to make
Do you want to go early Cho here?
Now I kind of feel like picking
For
up
Navi?
early would be good. Because the Belleric is still open, and I think it's not bad.
Oh yeah, Belleric. Yeah, you're right. Belleric
Yeah,
for sure.
Esmeralda, it's great against the Claude as well. There's an argument to be made there. But they go for a Moskov.
Prio for the gold lane. So okay, goodbye. Say goodbye for the Belleric here. For if you're an Navi PH.
Let's say Team Vitality want to pivot into a assassin jungler for Vival. They do have some answers towards it, considering they also still have yet to pick up the roamer. So there's more layers of defense for Navi here in this game against that.
Yeah, right now we gotta consider that this Alice is most probably going inside the
I
jungle.
wonder if Angeling is viable.
I
think Angeling is decent, no?
Some of those strong EXP laners, again, like the Freya, maybe even
Angela mid lane? You can bring that back.
And then honestly, I feel like Vitality already has won the draft. Like, as long as this Esmeralda is not disrupted, this is looking good for Vitality.
Could be. I think it depends again on Cini's pick, and Navi understand this. The Kimitas get banned away. When I had a look at the Atlas pick, third in for Team Vitality, I expected that they would go for something of burst. See, I don't know what Cini would like to play. Does she want to go for something real heavy into burst?
I don't think you want to go for the gourd here.
Farsa?
Farsa does work, but the Kagura was the hero that we did see
Nah.
play on in this MWI.
Another hero, if she
Just go Angeling, man. Come on, Angeling.
She could actually pick up the Gourd. The Gourd might be able to do quite well against this lineup coming in from Navi.
Come on, it's actually decent here.
Farsa could honestly win you so hard for the first two turtles.
I guess it really depends on what jungle Navi's taking after this. But come on, like, what's the worst they can do?
Out of the way. Kimi as well as Valentina has been banned out here. The Belleric has been banned, so it looks like Vitality, they're trying to make sure that Mirai doesn't have any heroes. But in this situation, I can see a world where she might pick up the glue.
Glue is an option. If Vitality seem to be leaning more towards Assassin, we might see a Kaja pick. That is something that she has picked up as well for MWI.
Nah, I don't think Kaja makes sense here.
What do you call it? Counter engage against the Atlas.
The Revitalize is good as well, making sure you stay in the fight for a very, very long time. So yeah, 20 seconds in, I kind of feel like between Gatot as well as Glue would be a pretty good ban here, just to make sure that they don't have that in the bag. And in terms of the EXP, okay, looks like they're banning out the Gatot.
Yeah.
Navi, I think if they want to set up for Glue, just pick up a very strong EXP and then see if it's glueable, and then it should be good.
So we're still sure that this Alice is going jungle.
Well, given the run, they did win with that. Okay.
Oh, I like that. I like that. The fact that they go for glue first before flexing the Alice.
The glue.
I think it's 100% in Romer. I think this is Mirai Zero.
Do you want to go back to good old Jushin here?
Glue is going into the roam. So now,
Pattern-wise, I agree, but there is still a possibility.
Probably just a gourd, no? If you're Vitality. I don't think Angeling is super viable anymore in this case, but maybe.
And honestly, Ling is not bad because there's a lot of squishies here that she should be able to kill off very, very fast, especially when you have the Esmeralda and the
Selena again.
It does make it so that you don't have to worry about your siding, and that's why they have the Ling. So now, in terms of the EXP, I think they need just a bit of crowd control, so the Paquito wouldn't be bad. Just
What's this in the
Esmeralda, you're
EXP?
good. The other option
Jungle
and
EXP.
the problem is Arlet loses so hard against Esmeralda.
Is it just a Hayabusa here?
Just in case this goes to, you know, the later stage of the game like we saw in the previous game, the Paquito is still the king of the far lane, especially if the Paquito is not falling too far behind of the Ling. The Paquito should be able to control the far lane.
Yeah, I'm looking at Paquito or Freya. Both should be serviceable here because Navi looks.
Yeah, but you're up against Esmeralda though. I guess it's a worthy risk to take.
Drafting for any kind of weaknesses that Navi has showed, so I'm liking Vitality's draft. It looks sound, and it looks like they should be able to do it quite well. Instead, they go for the Balman, which I think is good because going back to the tanks might be the way to get the win.
That's the flex. That's the flex.
The teams have gone back and forth. It's Navi and Vitality both going for a championship. But the reality is Navi needs to shut Vitality down now. Get rid of their momentum. If they don't do so, Vitality will be one round away after this to a championship. It is essential Navi ties this series up 2-2, but if they can't, they will be in trouble. This map means so much to both rosters, but who's finally going to get it? It's Navi, it's Vitality in Grand Finals. Mirko, Gideon, let's get map 4 started.
Thank you, Reflections. Dear Lord, we've been waiting for this. Already our defending champions are one step away from putting their key into the totem pole, unless Navi can do something about it. Just so close, yet so far, and at the same time, at least now they don't have to worry about neutral objectives. They got the Bauman for themselves.
Unless she gets CC chain, right? That's the thing. The Bauman will win out in 50-50s, and I think Navi, they just always went for 50-50s instead of trying to zone the Bauman to make it a little bit more equal. I think right now Vitality have enough damage, they have enough burst as well to blitz it, plus they got the CC from the Atlas. Again, last game, Atlas was banned by Navi, so they couldn't take it to counter the Bauman. This time around, it's on the hands of Vivian, who already had a fantastic game on Cho.
And they want to do even better this time around. Not to mention that at least, looking from Rain, looks like they have pull yourself together and make sure that the Purify comes up a little more often. Lethal Wander will fall into Keishi's hands, and at this point, you're thinking, hey, with the upcoming Turtle, what would be the worst possible outcome? I think it's really if Vivian ends up dying early, or maybe they catch out Cine. It shouldn't be ideal, but at the same time, I would imagine that, like, hey, if they are able to contest or break apart that mid trio, they've got some work cut out for them.
You have to look at the pattern though, Mr. Gideon. So far in the knockout stage, Vitality have always dropped a map, a game. Against Falcons ID, they dropped the game, they were able to take the entire series 2-1. Then we continued on to just yesterday in the semifinals where they dropped the game again against Geltech Cyber Team. But overall, we're able to take the series and every game got more dominant than the previous ones.
Well, I mean, yes, that is true, but what happens? What if we're looking at this narrative wrong? What if they take this game away and Navi turns it 2-2? Does that still apply, or does this only apply to best of 5s? What about best of 7s here?
Ooh.
Does Vitality have what it takes, especially when it comes down to these marathon runs?
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's been best of threes. That was the first one. By the way, shout out to B right there. Smug little B. I love that guy.
Smug little B.
Smug little B. Best of fives, it also was 3-1. So we'll see. Again, after getting this game, though, if they get this game, just as Reflection says, it's momentum. It's ridiculous momentum. Home turf as well. We just saw, you know, in other titles, how home turf really plays a big role.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you got your fans literally shaking the stage with their chants.
Through the other stages as well, by the way. We hear the echoes and the shockwaves of these other titles.
It's vicious. It's really, really vicious. But at the same time, does that mean that if Vitality end up, you know, completing history, getting that title run, that next year we're going to get best of 10s at that point? It's like, at some point, they can't just keep on winning.
They can't keep getting away with this.
They can try, but at the same time, I'm looking at Navi and I'm thinking, like, what is the mental game coming into this, right? Because it's not a matter of, did we get out macroed here? It's like, no, it's just bad starts at the game, and unfortunately, certain holes in our draft, and somehow they keep on getting underneath the skin.
Yeah. It's just these little things, you know. I think the experience as well, obviously, Navi coming into this, 2 new members from the previous lineup that we saw from last year and even from 2024 when they won with Smart Omega Empresses. So it's entirely different. You have these members who are less experienced, who are finally now understanding how it feels to go up against seasoned veterans in Vitality who've been through it all, won the very first MWI, and then after EWC lost it, but then reclaimed their throne just last year.
At least from what I see from game to game, we're seeing more efficiency with their abilities. Yes, they need certain guarantees, and it's good that they have target priority. It's like, okay, we got to make sure that at least Vivian is going to go down when we commit, and they use 4 ultimates. All right, following game, 3 ultimates. Hopefully we get somewhere close to 1 or 2, ideally to make sure that it gets a little bit more evened out. But by then, Team Vitality are already at high heat. So at this stage, now that we're already thinking about it, maybe they could look to punish a different angle. Maybe even better, they start flipping the draft on them to make sure that their adaptations is always 1 step behind.
Honestly, if we're just looking at the drafts, game 2, I really thought it was going to be Navi's win.
I'm not going to lie, I thought the exact same thing.
And looking at this composition, I honestly see how Navi can win. I would give the advantage a little bit over to Navi in this game, just because there's no one to assassinate. This Ling, I expected to come out game 2. Game 4, they pull it up here against a Lilia who has black shoes, against a Moskov who should be able to just jump out of the Tempest of Blades and also pinning her down. A Glue, Bauman, Alice, those are self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, both of them, and they even went with Purify. Not even Flicker, Purify, just in case they get hit by the Tempest of Blades for whatever reason, or even better, get hit by, well, Atlas as well. I mean, the Fatal Link Switch is going to be really deadly and something that they have to keep in mind. But I'm curious, who's Mirai's target at this point? Obviously, you want to go for Ling if you can, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like a bad idea actually getting on to someone like Esmeralda and completely pulling her away from the fight.
And I think in this game particularly, this Glue is going to have to itemize a little bit more defensive, because if you go for the classic Cursed Helmet into Glowing Wand, or heck, Glowing Wand first, there's a ton of damage that will obliterate you before you can even go for the mount.
They got to keep a lot of things in mind here. Thank God for the Vitality fans maintaining the energy in here. Making sure that nobody is gonna get a little sleeper.
What the heck happened in the last match? It's mostly like early game win by Vitality, and no one's gonna take care of the long lane for Navi PH.
From Southeast Asia, and even then, some people, they gotta start cycling out the super fans.
Wait, I kind of forgot what happened actually.
Look at that troll.
Was that game 1?
You're taking it all in.
Wait, I forgot. I swear to God. Okay, that was game 1. I am already super tired, bro. Oh my lord. Oh, it's mostly for me. It's because of Vivian just owning the map. Gets overzealous quite a bit of times in the late game, but it's to be expected when you're playing a show in a winning position, man. Get caught up on some picks. Then Navi, when they got a chance to come back, it's just a tad bit too late, and they didn't do housekeeping on the Lord fight.
One of the big stand.
I think for the most part.
Here you go. Once again, keep in mind that Cine, every single time that I say, hey, Selena, if you don't hit those arrows, it's going to be useless. Cine somehow is able to make it collide to the right target. It's almost
okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream another match or another game after this.
missile arrow landing constantly, man.
I am already super tired. My eyes are heavy, man.
It's strange. Maybe the hitboxes just double up. I don't know. But at this point, here we go. We haven't seen the first blood, and we're expecting at least something here on the first turtle take.
Yeah, Vivian's on there as well. They're trying to delay this for as long as they can because they know. I don't think.
Oh, that was such a huge error.
Oh, an disaster to the start of the game. They're able to pick up some kills at the end of the day right now, but the turtle didn't go to Navi. Fumieko gets another on top of the turtle, and now it's Rain. Who's next?
That was a huge win.
How? What happened?
Oh,
Just a pure error, man.
God. I think if we pull up the replay, I'm
Not even a
CC.
CC.
Hit by the falling star move. Vivil got in quickly and red
my
treat,
God.
and it was just the auto attack.
We need a replay of that if we can, you know.
Oh,
We'll get
thank you,
it.
Zipper. Thank you. Here we go. Keep your eyes open, okay? Hits.
Oh, it's the missile arrow.
No way! Every
Oh.
single time you count out this.
Really?
Oh,
Get
thank you,
it.
Zipper. Thank you. Here we go. Keep your eyes open, okay? Hits.
Oh my god, that's why.
No way!
It's not even a
Every
mistake.
single
God
time
damn.
you count out this Selena, somehow
Calculated. God damn.
people literally weaved it through. I don't know. I got no explanation for it, but great play. No matter what, they still nail. Oh boy.
That's the thing, right? On the glue, when you're up against a Ling, just tempers the blades and oh my god, Fumieko, you stole a turtle already. Calm down. Calm down now. We don't want an orange buff take.
Oh, they're going to be trying to get as much as they possibly can at this stage, but I'm more worried about Rian here, because again, going to be thinking about the cross-map plays. That's the beauty of this Moskov. Obviously, you're able to kind of pin that lane down, but at the same time, if you're not causing that cross-map play, how are you going to do it? Or they can even set it up as a bait to maybe cause Vival to go down and commit to something.
And that's what we were talking about for the Bauman earlier in game number 3. We're like, if you can CC her at the right time, then the lethal counter shouldn't be an insta-win on the red tree. And that's exactly what Vitality do. Though I really thought it was going to be more on Turtle 2 when Atlas gets the fatal links. Turns out, nope. With the Abyssal Arrow, it's pretty good. Mirai goes in on Vivian. Don't think it's going to be a mount. It's just a bit of poke onto Vivian with the rest of the team as they go and contest for Turtle 2.
Yep, they just got
There's no way it happen again.
Look at this.
They're just gonna concede.
Navi's already prepared on that purple buff.
Oh, they want to fight.
Sarmu in the back line now onto Keishi.
Fumieko.
Again, it's gonna be the right
God
Vivian.
damn.
They zoned her perfectly now.
All that from the EXP lane, man.
When the mobilization lands with the taps on the pass, and Vival won't be able to get on Rain. It's a
No blue though, so can't really do anything as a Ling.
Now Cine goes up to try to help Vival.
Dangerous game here for both sides.
I think Navi's tilted right now.
Unfortunately, that lethal
I don't know if the tilted is the right definition, but
her away in the middle of that fight. Vitality's already looking pretty good.
I think Vitality just did a great job of zoning out Keishi there.
What to expect at this
Especially Fumieko, like, she knows what to do to a T.
And you can't even blame Keishi. You got a
Yep.
falling star moon that you got to dodge. You got Vivian who's constantly on you, and the rest of the team, they were trying to peel too. It's just they don't have the resources to peel. This is kind of a composition made to die.
Look at this
It's a lot of
Esmeralda.
damage, especially Ayanami. It's just tough because Vivo can just pop in Tempest of Blades, orange buff. There you go. It's
At least you get it.
Counter.
That's what you want to see. But unfortunately for Bauman into the Ling matchup, it starts to become a lot harder once Vival is in a position where she's 2 levels ahead of Keishi. Every single time you want to take a buff, as long as I can force you to use your ult on your buff, you ain't touching mine.
And look at the shove from Chell. Double lane for Rian, trying to get closer. Finding a way to close the gap on goal. Chell, though. Oh, this is a greedy move. She gets it, and the BMI back despite the spear.
The greed pays off.
Nice.
God damn.
All these small little wins that are just going to start stacking up. Hopefully it's not going to cause that mental damage again, which Vitality, they know how to apply, especially with the way that they play the game in the late stages, how they chokehold their enemies. But now, I would imagine that Vitality, ideally, they need to start getting this lead back, and so far, we do see that Rain getting zoned out by Fumieko pretty early on into this bout, as there's only 10 seconds left until the next turtle.
Ayanami, oh man, Cine's just so aware. Spots her instantly with a trap. Ayanami forced out of the bush.
Man, I want to play as Selena after this.
For Vitality, that gives a little bit more vision to the rest of the team. Navi got tempo in the mid lane.
They're going to have to dance around for a little bit. They didn't set enough of the traps. Cine is going to hold on to it for now. They don't want to have the perfect position around this load because there's no reason to be around this turtle at this point of time. And wait, hold on, bottom side. Looks like Rian, you're taking a good chunk of that blazing duet.
Cine, it's going to be dirty if you land it. The SOD lands, but whoa, Rian goes for a Bibble. Sees the angle. Oh no, Rian in the bottom lane. 3 members coming around, and it's City who picks up the kill.
That's a greedy
NAVI
play.
Even on the turtle, so it gives Vitality a way to still respond to this.
They have hope. They got to clear this out really, really quick. No Finch.
Vitality just want to fight. Yeah, there's no way. That was a big mistake by Vitality, by the way.
At least
That was so unnecessary.
Navi was able to get something off this. Yes, it did come at the cost of a little bit of scaling time.
Hold on. Yeah, Cine might be dead here. No, not might. She's dead.
That Rain is trying to force a
Unless you get it. Ah, there you go.
The trap lands. City gets
Oh,
arrow as well. Now with Bibble with a walk up too, he's gonna go on to Rian.
damn. Peeling Ling.
And she is dead. City gets traded over, but I think for now,
Decent trade.
Vitality will think that was already a lost cause on the Selena, so we get one on top of it.
outplayed, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Cindy, just great awareness overall. Set it up perfectly for Vival, and that's exactly what you want to see, especially when you know, hey, I'm playing Selena, my usage isn't to be consistent damage, I'm a little bit of burst, and I don't scale very well in the late game, but you will love these stuns.
Rian doesn't like it. I don't think Navi likes those stuns, man.
I mean, Rian could have purified out of it, so
Just gotta hold it, man.
she's gotta hold it still. If
Listen,
it's Abyssal Arrow,
that's
don't
true.
use it. If it's Fatal Links, that's when you use it.
Yes. Because if
It's Falling Star Moon.
there's just too many layers.
There's too much. Ideally, it all comes down at once, and hopefully you don't die. But like you're praying at that point.
Oh god. I mean, at this point, even attempts of blaze, you can have to purify out of, right? Like the knockup itself might kill you.
Uh-oh.
The arrow doesn't land, but it's zone Ayanami away, just enough for Chell to pick up a turret up top. And you have to take a look at this. Rian, the 2 deaths have set her behind so much. 2-level lead earlier. Rian finally gets to level 10, but that means, oh my god, these arrows are point click.
Yeah, they are point and click. Let's pull up the eye. Whoa, hold up. What is going on here?
Vivian's just having a bit of fun on the Atlas, you know?
Trying to open up the map through the mid too. I mean, like you're trying for a lot here. Navi has seen that 3 games in a row. I don't think they're gonna let it happen 4 times.
Well, at least, you know, on the perfect match, you get a damage reduction as well. On the Cho earlier, she got bursted down in the late game. Yeah, I'd love to see the items as well. I agree. I want to see Rian and Chell. Specifically, it's a 1,000 gold lead between the 2.
Thank you.
Interesting. Rapid boots on Esmeralda. I guess in this kind of position, like, it's pretty damn good with the amount of slows that the opposing team has.
City, but generally speaking, pretty even overall.
About to be a
What's out?
advantage for Vival. Already on
They still want to go. The arrow.
Boys up front.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Karo engage? No?
That's
Okay.
true damage that Vival's going to be able to do.
Once again, the dancing begins. And this is where it's going to get really, really difficult because Chell, once the Trinity is already complete, will be able to kind of just soul. It can just hold it hostage for as long
What is
as
that
they want.
audio?
Wow. As you can see, on the opposite end. They have to respond.
It's not on my end, right? It's the stream.
They
I
dragged it
think.
out about 30 minutes, and even then, still couldn't get back into this game. So it's better to save the early mid before we get to that point.
And it's just going to be the constant dash over from Vitality, dancing away with the Lord, utilizing Cine to clear down below with the Season Hunter, I guess, bro.
I guess.
Anything works.
They gotta make it happen, but it's not enough of a threat for Navi to care about it. And it looks like, honestly, this is getting under the radar. Rian's in a position holding mid and still being able to clear that bot side. But let's see if it does start to force whether this SOD connects.
Uh-oh. Vitality wants to fight.
Did he pull the trigger on a fight, on a skirmish? Vival's losing a ton of HP already. Vivian.
You get 2. Like, what? I'm just ult already there.
And also back line. Oh, wait, Vivian.
Okay.
It's gonna be the Lord secured already. The SOD
It's even better. Nice one. You can continue the fight here. Wait, what? Rian takes it.
Eventually take it for some reason and decided, you know what, I don't want to push that.
I was also surprised, Gideon.
I thought it would be better to get a tier 1 in the bottom lane instead of SODing into a 4v5, but now Vitality, they, well, should be happy with that. No trades at all. NAVI don't get any gold in their pockets from that.
And they also got the battle spells out of the most important targets, the main engagers for the side of Navi, and I think that's why Vitality is a little like, oh boy, we gotta be a little careful, right? If their engage is too strong or hits too many of us, it's already over, so if it only hits one of us, we can counter-engage.
So now with the Lord bottom lane, Vivian's gonna walk up on Ayanami. Just opening up the map, the Lings up top. Vivil's doing such a fantastic job. They're gonna siege in mid. MWI can't defend it. There you go. I thought she was gonna walk up there.
I thought she was going to walk up there too. But at this point, at least now that the Lord has already been taken care of, they now need to worry about that second wave that's about to collapse here.
Oh?
In the fight.
Throwing a ruin, the SOD lands as well. Vivian goes in for the big fade.
Yeah, at least there's not much combo here from Vitality.
Good Spear of Misery onto Vivil. She's gonna be zoned away by Rian right now. As that's the chase.
Ooh.
Who's still able to escape. They missed the arrow landed earlier. Vivo now caught in the bad spot. Tempest of Blades dodging away from the lethal counter.
Nicely done by Navi. A successful defense.
You can see like a way for Navi to be able to win this fight, right? Like it's the window for Vitality is pretty limited. And it also requires Selena to land those arrows. Otherwise, Selena has zero use. So this is not over just yet. Navi PH can still win this.
Start brawling out with everybody else. The major leads that we've seen, Fumiko, crazy amount of damage dealt already, more than Chell.
And this Moskov, Rain, or Rian, starting to deal more damage towards the Ling, man.
Like a 10k gold lead. They're holding every single.
Once the Wind of Nature is built, then
are just stuck.
it's hard for everyone to 1v1. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
The Roamer's job now for Vitality. It's just freezing up the waves.
Okay. Immortality down. And Vivian's dead.
Do we just say classic Vivian or what? I mean, this has happened twice.
I think it has to be classic Vivian. Don't worry. But honestly, it comes at almost little to no loss. It's not like it was a fat shutdown anyways.
Cheap flicker.
Yeah, and
which is pretty big.
Well, that is true. I can't. Ooh. Is that unforgivable? I'll forgive it in like 96 seconds.
Lord's gonna be up in 15 though.
Why 96?
Stopping
Oh, the flicker comes up. Okay, I get it now. I'm stupid.
Whoa, this is greedy from Vivo. Wait a second.
It's okay. It's okay. Tempest of Blades.
She gets it. Oh no, she used the retry.
And I mean, that's the funniest part because now that the lethal counter is out, all there's left is Keishi's retribution. So they just have to wait it out.
20 seconds. Keishi's trying to burst it down. Even so, arrow lands. Cine can go for a bit more.
Can force this. No pokes for Vitality, so they can do this. Fumi Echo though, a bit too deep now. Dodging Mallory.
Now Cine walks up with the missile arrow. 8 seconds for the retribution on Vivo.
Still wants to delay. Vivian goes in. Good delay.
Walking up again. That's a concealed shell. Pops in a purify. Oh, that's a lethal counter already used.
Oh, Navi PH playing this really well, bro. Vitality gonna go back. Yeah, there's no way. Beautiful. Beautiful. So good the way they the way they use their HP bars. I said earlier, like their Vitality's window is quite limited compared to Navi. Navi can just go back in, go back out. It's much easier for them to be able to Lord Dance. But it all started with Vivo super greedy getting the purple buff, man. That was the trigger. That was so unnecessary.
And I think that's the right way. I think all this time Navi have been trying to just jump in where they should be.
Wave clear is pretty reasonable too by Vitality, by the way. This why Selena didn't get a lot of picks. On losing position, you are kind of fucked. You cannot clear lanes. Well, technically you can, you know, with your dash and also with your trap. But unfortunately, when the opponent is super close to with the minion, then you have to take the damage if you want to clear the lane.
Tier 2 up top as well. They're gonna shove it in with the Lord. Chell, risky move without Purify. Conceal coming out from Navi. Slash them to pass in the back. Fatal Links only landing on one. Now throwing a ruin. Catching them, immobilization from the Echo, bursted down.
It's over.
Chell's dealing with the wave right now. Cine walks up as well. That's Chell with Blazing Duet onto the wave.
Never mind. Not over just yet.
Right now, Vivian taken low.
It's over. No?
Now hits onto 4 and they still can't seem to push them out. So the waves, there's just nothing left to give. And Navi say, you know
Oh
what?
boy.
Even if the second wave comes in, it's just too much pressure. We're gonna have to back up here.
800 gold lead now for Navi. That lead that Vitality have been building up, that 3,000, completely gone.
Oh, I don't like the no penetration build from Vivian here. Oh, I mean Vivo here. I know that ideally you want to target the backline, but there's no way. You have 3 frontliners here for Navi. Ultimately, you are one of the damage dealers that needs to solve those.
Flicker to close and get right on top of Shell after a Purify.
Expect like a item swap,
Layers that we have to
maybe.
account for. And I think even for Na'Vi and as well as Vitality, it's basically an info dump on all sides.
I think one of the biggest wins, though, for Na'Vi wasn't just cracking open a base turret up top, but it was the purple buff mainly, taking it away from Vivo. Now takes her out of the equation, at least with dealing with the waves in the sides. Now it's Rian free on the sides.
Oh, no.
Turn onto City, throw on a Bruin, onto Vivian. CCV with perfect match, now Fatal Links. Oh my god! Without the place to win, and the Win Nature as well. That's the all
Immobilized. That's literally all turret damage, bro.
Shell a bit, but Mieko still there, and now she
And no one was dead. Vivo.
Oh, they want more player. The temp is coming down.
Oh my god, Vivo. So Ray with the shutdown. And a good flicker out from Mirai.
Tough.
Wind of Nature saves the day. Bibble is down, and it's 17 seconds for the Lord to spawn for Na'Vi.
Dude, I get it. It's like a slightly awkward fight. Like everybody is flickering just a little bit earlier than they probably should, and abilities are coming out just a little bit later than they need to be. It's a battle of margins at this point, and they're all trying to think, hey, I gotta predict when you are gonna use that dash more than reacting to it.
Vitality is still trying to go for it. Vivian walks up. They dealt with the wave in the bottom lane.
Hello?
Vivian's gonna go for the lockdown on Keishi. It's the
What?
Frozen, but no Fatal Links.
What is this?
Lethal counter entry, SOD lands thrown a Bruin.
What was that, Vivian?
Vivian down, and now it's
I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, like when you're on a losing position here,
So arrow doesn't land.
you gotta try, no?
Vivian gets away with a
You have no wave clear whatsoever.
1 HP and Vitality
This is 2-2.
in a position that's not exactly in their favor anymore. Na'Vi, in a while we've seen in these past couple of games, after taking so much punishment, this is the closest they're going to go to try and get a second game to equalize it against Vitality. And
Vivo
Vitality
can
stop the
split.
momentum.
Vitality already struggled clearing out the Lord earlier, and it was with this kind of composition. Again, the Selena not great to clear the Ling as well. Throwing a Bruin, only landing into the front, but now
Oh my god.
lethal counter spear victory!
GG's.
And now they're gonna go for the end game.
Big CC! Abyssal Arrow landing in the back line. Now Chell popping blazing to an and Win Nature. Win Nature responded over by Rihanna's balls. The Black Shoes gets chosen by Ray, but Cine is
There's no way they defend this, right?
Abyssal Arrow again. Chell jumps back to the
Yeah, there's no way.
It's still be on the base. It is Na'Vi! That is
Unfortunate.
Na'Vi.
Unfortunate.
Wow, the patience, the amount of damage that these.
Okay, unfortunately, chat, like, I don't think I can go on. Like, this is... I don't have any more energy, bro. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep up with the result. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out.